Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Ed. How is everybody doing this morning? Good, I hope. Brenda. Good morning, Brenda. All right, Brenda, you're going to get to 74 right now, right here, right here. It is 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it is cold. Comes Captain Joe. Good
Look,
morning,
man,
Joe.
what is going on except that you're in 1 degree weather?
Yeah.
You could have, I'm only 60 degrees right now.
Well,
I'm gonna be
Brenda says
74 today.
Brenda says she's getting up to 74 too today.
Yeah. Hey, Brenda, Edward.
Yeah, it's cold. Cold, cold, cold.
Well, it's the only time I'll be on today because I got that thing this afternoon.
Oh, that's right. You got to
I'm
shoot.
waiting for them to call me about my kitchen lights. I hope they can fix them. I gotta leave here at 12, a little after 12, and then they're not gonna be able to fix them. So it might not be till tomorrow.
That's because your puppy dogs can't just leave them there, right?
Well, I locked them. They got the kitchen.
But it's the kitchen lights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can't get in the kitchen because they'll be locked up right there.
Yeah.
They're locked up in the back from the hallway in the back, and they get the kitchen because at the end of the kitchen is where their papers at,
Okay.
which is very fun right now with no lights because I got to go in there. I got a little portable light that I throw on because I got to double check to make sure that the poop on the paper isn't blending in and I don't see it, and then I wind up stepping on a landmine. 'Cause I step the edges of the paper to get stuff sometimes, and sometimes they got something near the edge of the paper. If I don't see it, I step right on it. 'Cause I use that stuff as charcoal. It's black. And sometimes if it's dark enough, that's why I hit the light every time I walk in there to make sure I can see everything. And then I've got a little thing you pick up stuff with,
Right?
and I got one of those little handle things, and I got a cup I keep in the bathroom. And when they put a bunch on the paper and the paper's not really that wet, I'll go pick it all up and go flush it, and that way I don't have to worry about it. And the one I got out here by the door, I just picked about 16 pieces of poop off of it. But they've been shitting good. Where's Lance this morning? That's who I want to see.
He probably still recovering from the celebration.
I wonder if he took the day off today.
I don't know, but I would imagine they're celebrating out there.
I mean, I got something to show him, but he needs to get on and come see.
Well, I got off early, as you know, last night,
Yeah, you
and I went
lightweight.
over and sat down in my chair, fell asleep, and woke up at midnight. So I had to go look up and see who won the game.
Tell you what, I said that they were going to win by 9. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy. I'd have gave 9. I'd have gave 8 points. I won by 16.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a shutout because of the way they were playing.
Well, yeah, the New England was just pitiful.
Well, New England wasn't pitiful. It was the Seahawks defense was crushing. Seahawks defense was crazy. They hit the quarterback. They hit the quarterback. He fumbled. Then a few minutes later, they hit him again as he was passing, and they would have called it incomplete pass because the arm was coming forward. But one of the defensive backs just happened to be in the right place, and he just snagged it in the air and took off for a pick six.
Yeah.
That's the one that sealed it right there because they were up 22-13, and the Patriots had been coming back because it looked like they just kind of eased up Seattle. And I mean it was pretty close. You know,
Unbelievable.
yep. I would have made a lot of money about a bet. I think Johnny bet the over and he lost. Yeah, that's 4 teams and 35. I mean 22. It was two. It was a B2, two 22s, four 35s. No, okay. It was a B2, 35, 22, 35 in the formation, and then behind it, trailing was a B2, and he was the one that when he got there, he hit those afterburners.
Yeah.
Seen him light up, and he took off. I love. I mean, it gives me chills to think about it. I love when the two pilots just looked at each other and went,
Yeah.
"Because they're badass." I'm telling you, those guys. Because that's what just. I mean, Nick says. He says, "I gotta hand it to these pilots. Though these pilots are badass." They are criticizing the Super Bowl. Woo. Everybody is criticizing the halftime. And you know what they're talking about? They're
What?
saying they don't care if it's Puerto Rico. You're in America, you speak English. They said
Yep.
86% of that thing was Spanish in Spanish. They said it's the NFL and their bullshit woke shit. That's what it is. That's what I said yesterday. That's what they were doing. They were making a statement against ICE. But you see, they're
Well,
too stupid to realize.
the thing of it is what I don't understand, the average person out there that's protesting, why don't they understand what is legal, illegal?
Well, look at you because you got AOC. It says it's not illegal to come into this country. It's not illegal to come into this country
If you do
if
it
you
the
do
right
it the
way.
right way.
That's
If
right.
you come
Exactly.
in, if like I love Holman. Holman sits right there and he goes, but it's just talking about, well, you just came across the border. If you come across the border and you do this, you're violating U.S. Code 10 U.S. Code 1360, whatever. He goes through he rattles them, man. You're illegal if you step over that. If I walk into Mexico over the border without going through a checkpoint, they're gonna arrest me.
That's illegal. Yep.
If I do the same thing to no, Canada probably don't give a shit. Canada, they don't have anybody to watch the border. They're all sitting up there going, "Eh? Don't
Get
y'all
back,
wish the
eh?
United?"
Get
They
back,
sit there and they
eh?
say they have conversations like, "Don't you wish the United States would take over?" Eh?
Ed's gonna be pissed at us.
He's in there. That's why I'm doing it. He's in the jet. They're gonna say, "We can't wait for Trump to come rule us." Eh?
Make Canada great again.
Yeah, gonna make Canada great again.
Brenda agrees with you 100%, Joe.
Yeah, I know. I did charge my batteries yesterday. I've been up 3 or 4 days. I've been saying I got to charge my batteries, and I finally charged them last night about 7 o'clock.
You going flying later today?
Yeah, that's the batteries for the lights.
Oh, for the lights. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to go flying today, but I don't have the time. I've got people paying me now, and I went through. I'm having questions about the senior posters. The senior posters will be put up tomorrow. I'm hoping they got about 15, 16 of them.
Well, now, what is it you're shooting this afternoon?
North Shore track, North Shore High School track.
The track team. Okay.
There's about 100 kids. Coach is freaking out because the wrestling, uh, where we usually shoot at, wrestling does their practice. And he says he hopes wrestling isn't there. I said, if wrestling is there, we'll step inside the gym. We'll go one step in, do
Yeah.
it in the gym. I said, because I could do it there. I said, I could do it as we walk in. They can move their mats over 10 feet, you know?
Yep.
I'll put the background up so it's not facing them. So they won't see what's going on. And just come in and take your picture. And I'm gonna tell them this year, tell them to take the line outside and bring them in one at a time.
Yeah. Well, noise doesn't bother you because you're not shooting video, you know?
No, nothing bothers me when I'm doing it. The only thing, you know what bothers me? When I show them, I have pictures of different poses for them to do for track. What bothers me is when they come up there and they take 15 minutes to try to set up their stuff. I want to put, can I put a hurdle up there in front of me and I can stand against it? Yeah, you can put it up there. I don't care. But make sure you got it ready because I only want to spend about a minute and a half on you.
Here comes your buddy Lance. Lance, you got a hangover from last night or what?
What do you come in to brag?
No, no, I feel energized. Woohoo!
You come in to brag? Woo!
You know, I called it.
Woo!
I said 31-14.
What do you
What
think,
was the
Lance?
final?
What do
Ooh,
you think, Lance?
nice. Oh yeah, I'm
Huh?
loving that.
Woo!
Woohoo! Good job, Joe.
What do you think?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Looks awesome. Looks awesome.
You like the bling, huh?
I
Yeah.
do. I do.
Woo-hoo!
Go Hawks. I'm going to the parade Wednesday.
Oh, it's a parade Wednesday.
Catching a cold. So I won't be at school Wednesday.
The victory parade, huh?
Victory parade. There'll be millions.
I
Take the
thought
light
about you
rail
last.
up.
Yeah, I thought about you last night, so I printed this real quick.
Nice. Very nice. We love the Hawks. Total domination.
Gotta
Did
go
you guys
outside.
watch it?
Yeah, I
Who
watched
wants to
it.
go outside? Be right back.
I watched
Did
it.
you watch it, Paul?
He
I,
fell
I
asleep.
watched the first half, but I don't like the halftime bullshit.
Yeah.
And so I went over, sat down in my chair, and I fell asleep, Lance, and
Okay.
woke up at midnight.
Okay. It was a total domination by the Hawks.
Yeah, I was hoping to be shut up.
I was too. I was too. In fact, we all were because the the lowest score ever by a losing team was 3 points. But Miami kicked a field goal, and I think the Rams also scored 3.
It might have been.
But I know that Miami only scored 3 against Dallas in the Super Bowl 5. That's when I liked Dallas. But yeah, good game. I'm going to rejoin you guys in my car. I
Yeah.
got to leave for work here in a little bit. Oh, someone's calling me. Oh, my wife. Hold on. Hello? Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. Telling me the porch light. Did you telling me the porch light was on, so I need to turn it off before I leave.
Okay.
I will come back and join you in about a minute or two. So I'll be back.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, bye now.
Lance there with another long goodbye. Giggles, what's up? It's funny how Lance never pops off. It always sits there and it got it. I don't know why it takes so long to drive it.
Come on, Boner.
Lance said he'd be joining us from his car in a minute.
Okay, is he going
But
to
he's
school?
yeah, but he's still on, but I don't know why his computer didn't kick it off.
Boone, you're a pain in my ass. You know that? I love you, but you're a pain in the ass.
Come look at it, TJ. I got some Seahawks bling. Yeah, I was printing this last night,
I didn't
and I
know
was
if you.
getting
I thought maybe you'd be printing Seahawk earrings.
no, I almost did. They had them, but I like the bling better. But I kept getting a warning last night that the print head, the cooling fan wasn't working,
Ah,
but it kept printing. It started printing and go off. So I came in here this morning because you can't do too much with it when because it's so close to the bed you can't get to it, right? So what I did, I wound up after it finished this morning, I pulled the thing off, unplugged it, and plugged it back in because maybe it just wasn't plugged in enough. But I know it was work. I know it's working. It's a brand new one, in fact. If it keeps giving me that warning, I'll probably I'll probably take it apart and put it back in. But I don't know why it's giving me that warning now. It didn't, and it's funny. It gave it to me on the app. It didn't give it to me on the computer. And I thought I heard it working, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it wasn't going fast enough. And they're saying that could be because it's not the connection's loose. Who are you watching?
well, the trash guys are out there and they're going through my neighbor's trash because he put in what looks like some kind of an enclosed long zip up tube.
Got a body in it.
Nah, it's only about this big around, but I thought maybe it was a chair or something, you know.
A chopped up body in it.
Here comes Justin.
Okay. Justin, see, I'm going.
So,
He's gonna enjoy your bling there.
How you like my bling, Justin?
really don't care because I don't really like either one of the teams that played. So I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. I went to bed. I
Well,
didn't
I
watch a
care.
single minute of it.
Guess what I was getting last night?
But
I was getting a warning every time this thing was printing. It kept telling me my cooling fan wasn't working.
uh-huh.
When it finished, and it would come on and go off, come on and go off. So this morning, I came in and I unplugged everything, plugged it all back together. I'm thinking maybe it was just loose.
See, my problem is when me and David were talking last night, we don't know if it's a sensor or the board might be going out. But I told him, I said, dude, by the time I start buying all these parts and replacing it, $20 here, $30 there, it's going to add up to the fucking cost of the printer. So why fix it?
Well, there's the thing. You had the head completely apart, right?
I had that thing stripped down to the bare bones, dude. The board was
But
out
you
and
had you
everything.
had the gears out of it, right?
The board, the gears, everything. I had the main
Now,
board out of the
now when you had the gears out of it, the little tube where the tube goes in to where the gears are. Did you look in that little bitty section?
Yep. Dude, I went through that whole thing.
Yeah,
I
because that
ran
was the little
filament.
section
I ran
I got
filament
caught in.
through everything. But like I
Yeah,
was told Dave, like me and David weren't sure if it was the sensor or maybe possibly the board was going out. But like I told him, I said if I buy a $20 part here, a $30 part there,
yeah,
another $20 part trying to diagnose what the fuck's wrong with it, it's going to equal up to just a new one. I
yeah.
said if it was like $1,000 printer or something, that's a whole different story. But you could spend a few $100s in parts to try to diagnose it. But trying to figure out what's wrong with it and replacing one part at a time, it's going to end up almost being as much as the damn printer costs. And just
I
get
would I would
because right now
contact.
a brand new one's $219.
Yeah, I'd contact Bamboo Lab though and tell them what's going on. 'Cause maybe it will do like a factory reset. Might be as simple as that.
I mean, I can do a factory reset without calling them, but It's
I
getting
would do that anyway. I would do a factory
the amount
reset.
of errors that it's throwing out though, it's like, I don't know what the fuck's causing it. I can't tell if it's the sensor for the filament. Is it where the filament goes into that 4-part extruder,
Right,
or if it's the motherboard on the head that's going out.
right.
Like I said, and then and David and me were like talking last night, and I was tearing it apart, and he's telling me what to do and look at it, and nothing was working. So,
Mm-hmm.
and when I said, by the time I buy this part, this part, this part, he goes, yeah, that kind of makes sense, not to spend a shit ton of money trying to fix it if it's only $200 new.
Yeah.
So
That's
I-
why.
I
That's
don't-
why Al sent it to you.
No, Al didn't do anything. I'm not blaming him for anything.
I'm only kidding, Justin.
It's just I don't know if I fucked something up, or it could have just been that it just happened to go out right after I replaced that gear,
Could have happened, something that could have happened in shipping.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that could have been. I'm not blaming Al for it. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to buy a bunch of parts for a $200 printer and spend $120 in parts
Yeah.
trying to diagnose it, fix it. Like I said, if it was a P1P or a P1S or an HD or something, yeah, it'd be totally worth spending a couple $100 on parts. But
Yeah.
I just, Daisy said just keep it for parts and get another one. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm just gonna have to wait a couple weeks till I get some extra money.
Yeah. Income tax.
I have no idea when that's coming in. They usually take about a month and a half for that.
No,
comes in, so.
no, they're saying that they're gonna start like next week. You should have it, maybe.
Well, it depends on which batch of returns you're in, though, too.
When did you file your?
I filed mine at the end of January, or it was
Yeah,
like
so did my
February
daughter.
2nd or
And-
something.
Yeah, my daughter did too, and she's getting notices that she'll have mid-February.
Oh, it's okay. I got phone call.
So you're probably getting it pretty soon, about a week. I think they're on the ball this year.
You watch the Super Bowl, Justin?
No, he
Hold
had to
on,
go
I'm
to
on
bed,
the
I
phone
think.
I'm on the phone. Give me a second.
Brenda, did you watch the Super Bowl? I don't know who else is in the chat.
Giggles.
Giggles. Edward. I know Edward did.
Yeah,
He was
Ed's
rooting
on.
for the Jets.
Yeah, Ed's in the chat too. He said, "Good morning, all. Checking in, boys." He might be working.
Where'd Paul go?
I'm
He's
here.
here.
Oh, so I said before the game the score was going to be 31-14. I was darn close.
Yep.
What was the final score?
29-13.
29-13.
That's what I thought it was 29.
So I was 2 points off on that end and 1 point off on the loser end.
Yep.
I had a couple of buddies who placed bets in September on where the Seahawks would finish. One of the guys bet that I don't know what the trifecta was, but he ended up winning $1,000 on Seattle would do well. Seattle would win the NFC. No, they would win the conference. They would win the NFC championship, and they would win the Super Bowl. And
Wow.
I don't know what I think he put like $20 down and won 1,000 or something like that.
That's a good bet.
Yeah, my other buddy did the same thing, but he didn't pick the Super Bowl win. He just picked the NFC conference win, and he didn't win quite as much. I don't know what he won.
And no, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I went to sleep last night.
You missed a good one, Justin. Total domination by the Seahawks.
I mean, I saw the score when I woke up this morning, but I didn't watch it. I go to bed early on Sunday night, so.
Yeah, the score didn't even indicate the, because we had we had to kick 5 field goals, which is what Seattle has normally done. If you look, the field goal kicker has the most points ever in a season. That's because we couldn't score touchdowns all season long. We would always settle for field goals. And that's what we had to do yesterday as well. Was it 5 or 6 field goals last
Five.
night?
Five.
5 field goals.
Yeah, it broke the I think that broke it was 4 was the most, 5 was the most last night. It took the
Okay.
Super Bowl record.
Okay.
Y'all tied with sacks too. No, I think y'all won with sacks. I think y'all got one more sack than the record in the Super Bowl on that last pick. It wasn't a sack, it was a pick six. So that
Yeah.
y'all tied.
Yeah, I thought the ball hit the ground. I thought, okay, is that a fumble or a forward pass? But it never hit the ground.
Yeah, it actually his hand was coming forward too.
Yeah. So
When
they
his
called
hand
it a
got hit,
pass.
they called it a pass. Yeah, when it comes out of his hand until it hits the ground, it's a pass. Even if he gets hit and it goes backwards, it's still a pass until it hits the ground. And if it's going backwards, it could be if it's a true fumble, right? And it's going backwards until it hits the ground, and somebody picks it, it's considered a pass. Once it hits the ground, it's considered a fumble.
Yeah.
Fine, it's just that line there. You got to have it.
And how many punts did we put inside the 5-yard line? 3?
Oh, something like that. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Even that last punt, he put it down there. It was all y'all guys played badass last night.
I'm looking at a picture of the flyover. It's like a B1 Lancer, 2 F-15s, 2 F-18s, and 2 F-35s.
I thought it was 22s in there.
No, those are F-35s at the end.
Yeah, I saw the 35s at the end, and then there was another one coming behind. It looked like another B2 coming behind.
That was another B1B Lancer.
Yeah, that's what I meant. B1.
It
Yeah.
had its wings swept back.
Yeah. And
Where
as
was
soon as
that?
he-
At the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Because there's the 2 F-15s are in the middle and next to the B1. The 2
Yeah.
F-18s are the next line, and then the very tip is the F-35s.
Yeah, I saw those.
Now, I heard a thing yesterday. Apparently, they were gonna use F-22s, but they got called to the Middle East,
Okay.
so they didn't end up using them. I think they got called to some base in the Middle East or something or another. That was good.
Yeah, they and then when that last B1, as soon as it cleared the stadium, he hit all his engines. He hit those afterburners on there, they all lit up. The best part about it, Justin, was he hits them and you see him, and you see the jet kind of take off, right? Like that. And everybody's looking up and they're cheering. They started cheering more when he hit those afterburners, right? And then they show the two pilots sitting there. The two pilots is just sitting there, nice and calm. They look at each other and reach out and give each other a fist bump.
Yeah, I saw the video from that.
Oh, I love that.
Short clip. Because a lot of the videos people posted, they didn't get good shots of the flyover. They were kind of blurry and
Yeah.
You'll have to send me a good link, fellas, that you find.
Yeah, Justin will find it for you. I haven't looked yet. But I tell you that when I saw that, the military in me, I got chills.
Yeah. Did you guys see the streaker?
Yeah. Well, he was a half streaker.
Yeah, half streaker. Did you see that? So I watched the one where the 49er guy that had a 49er cap on was filming it, and then he said at the end, he said, and that guy had more offensive yards than the Patriots had all game.
Yeah.
a guy streaked across the field.
Yeah, ish.
Kinda.
He just didn't have a shirt on. And one of the Patriots ended up tackling him.
Yeah.
Why would you do that, man? Super Bowl tickets are hard enough to get. You just fucked up your whole Super Bowl day by doing that. Then you're gonna get kicked out.
Well,
He'll never
to do that.
He'll never go into another NFL stadium the rest of his life.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. Like, look, if you're gonna do something like that, I could totally understand doing it at a regular game. But come on now, the Super Bowl tickets are like impossible to get. Like, that's why you'll see A-list celebrities sitting up in the bleachers with everybody else because they can't even get good tickets.
So
They're
he
hard to
he
get.
was he was tackled by a football player.
Well, he
Yeah.
kind of he kind of
Number
when the football
18.
player ran up there, 18 for the Patriots. When he caught up to him, the guy just
He
kind of
kind of
like
fell.
he
Kind of
got
fell
like a little
down.
chihuahua in the corner.
Because I mean, going to a Super Bowl for anybody is going to be probably a one in a lifetime thing. Because like I said, it's almost impossible to get tickets for it.
Only not to tell you, you know.
Unless you're
Wow, I mean.
famous.
No,
Well,
that's what I'm saying. You'll see A-list celebrities sitting up in the nosebleeds with everybody else
Yep.
because they can't even get good tickets.
Really.
Like it's hard to get tickets. Yeah.
I gotta make a phone call.
So my buddies and I, we kind of watched the halftime show a little bit. The wives watched it more, but I said that's Lady Gaga, and my buddy said no, it isn't. She was way too skinny and way too short looking, but it was Lady Gaga. So I need to text them this morning and say, dudes, it was Lady Gaga, because they were adamant that it wasn't. No, it isn't. That is not her. Not that it matters, but.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't judge it. You can't judge a person by what the photograph or the video shows, because you and I both know videos could be wrong.
No, that was Lady Gaga. She did make an appearance. I heard it on the radio this morning.
Yeah, she was singing.
It was Lady Gaga and who else? It was one other person that made a special appearance. Fuck, I can't remember who it was. Like I said, I didn't watch any of the game. I laid down, watched a couple TV shows, and then I fell asleep.
John Bon Jovi was there. I don't know that he was at halftime.
Oh, it was Gabriel. No, it was what's his name? The other Spanish singer that was real famous like 20 years ago. What was his name? Something Iglesias.
Julio?
Nah. Adam Sandler was at the Super Bowl last night. That's what I said. Sometimes you'll see they'll pan around in the crowd and they'll find famous people and they'll be sitting in the regular seats like everybody else.
Oh, so this I just pulled it up online. The streaker had his pants on.
Yeah.
A real streaker doesn't.
Yeah. My daughter had
Oh, it
a
was Ricky Martin. I don't know. I was thinking Iglesias.
my daughter had a Super Bowl party at her apartment, and they had a list of everything that you had to do once it happened in the Super Bowl. Like anytime a celebrity was shown, you had to take a shot. Anytime there was a turnover, you had to take a shot. Anytime it's a pretty cute list. You know, there's a list of about 10 things, but it's pretty funny. And it was all made up real cute, and it was a big poster that they hung up in their apartment. It's kind of a, back in the day when we were young, I guess, huh?
For some reason, I was thinking Gabriel Iglesias. I was like, that's a fucking comedian. It was Ricky Martin. I don't know why I was
At the
thinking
Super
him.
Bowl last night.
Yeah,
Ricky Martin.
It was him and Lady Gaga that made a special appearance.
Okay.
Now, if I didn't have to work tomorrow, I probably would have watched the game, but I had to work yesterday, or today, so I wasn't staying up late watching it. Because like I said, I know it's called Super Bowl Sunday, but it'd be nice if they moved it to like Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah, I agree. But I'll tell you, the score did not even indicate how dominant. You know, I mean, in fact, the Patriots didn't even score until the fourth quarter. You know,
Huh.
it was. I don't know what the score at that time was. Maybe 22-0 at that point, I think.
Yeah, I saw the score this morning. It seemed like a pretty big blowout.
Well, that doesn't even show you what the game was. They didn't score till like 10 minutes left and 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's only because it looked like they had a couple of backups in by then.
Backups and playing prevent defense type of stuff that, you know, their quarterback just melted down in the first three quarters.
He got schooled.
Got schooled.
Yeah, that
You know,
defense was
He fell
awesome.
asleep, Skip. He didn't watch any of that stuff. They had like when I did see the Turning Point USA live stream on YouTube when I was scrolling through YouTube before I went to bed. They had like 10 million or 12 million people watching.
Well, everybody, I don't know if you heard all the controversy about the halftime. They're saying they understand, and that's what I was talking about last night when it was going on. I said what they're doing, they're making a statement against ICE. That's what they're doing. And everybody's criticizing it because they said the guy comes in here, granted he's from Puerto Rico and all of this stuff, but you don't do all the halftime show 90% in Spanish when you're in America. They don't care. You know, so everybody's criticizing this.
Apparently, Turning Point had like 25. I think it was a total of around 25 million viewers across all their platforms.
But yeah, they had more viewers than the Super Bowl had online watching that.
Yeah, they said between YouTube and like what was the other one? There was a couple other social medias they were live on. I guess they had a total of about 25 million viewers.
And Randy was on, and he said, "What about that logo in the middle of the field? Why does it look like a rainbow? Like with all rainbow colors?" And I said, "Well, it's right by San Francisco. What do you expect?" You know. Well, it's the NFL with their wokeness, and everybody's saying everything you're hearing is NFL needs to wake up and see what America's really like, and they need to get off all this political shit and get it out of the football.
What? What does TJ mean? They dubbed Kid Rock last night. Skip, if you notice when he took the mic down from his mouth, he was still singing.
Yeah, they do that all the time. They don't sing out there. All that shit is like that.
What does he mean by dubbed though?
I mean, is they had he was lip syncing.
Yeah, but that's not what dubbed means.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Well,
confused by what he was talking about.
I think he meant lip sync.
TJ, that's TJ.
Lean forward.
Lean forward, TJ. Actually, just turn around. This isn't where to kick. I'm gonna kick him anyway because he's not here.
Is he working at Walmart this morning?
He don't know where he's at this morning. He's probably just sitting. He's probably trying to take another nap after waking up. You know why? You know why he takes a nap? Because I'll be laying there in the middle of the night, half asleep, and I'll hear my thing go ding, and I'll look over. Be 2 o'clock in the morning, and TJ sending me a reel or something. Up in the middle of the night, sending out reels. And Paul's buying something.
No, my computer screwed up again. I'm trying to get back to the right screen.
Paul, your computer did not screw up. You just have too many things open.
You knew what I was talking about. I'm making a bagel, TJ. So.
No, my computer screwed up again. I'm trying to get back to. See, I can't turn that off. What the hell?
You're on YouTube.
Oh God.
Look on the bottom and find that little blue zoom.
Yeah, if you go down here, all of your stuff that's open is going to be right here, and you can just hover over it, and the pages will come up. Whatever's open. And if you click on it, it should pop up as the main thing on the screen. Yeah, I didn't watch anything last night. I didn't even watch the Turning Point thing. Like I said, I was scrolling through YouTube and saw that they were live.
Yep. What did he say he's going to get a beagle? What?
So on YouTube, they got a total of
Bagel.
13. Turning Point's channel got 19 million views. Charlie Kirk's got 3.6 million.
TJ, why are you making a bagel and you're in Florida? You think you're up in the Northeast or something?
Well, I have a bagel and salmon and cream cheese on a bagel for lunch today. Yum.
He's
Hey,
not
Stevie,
only
how you doing, buddy?
he's not only think he's up in the Northeast, but he think he's Jewish too.
Where?
See,
on.
see,
What?
What's up,
See?
Skip?
Waiting for you to say Hawks.
Oh, Hawks.
there you go. See,
Hawks.
okay, you guys are weak.
Y'all were doing that last night?
Oh yeah, we had about 15 of my favorite friends over. We were at my college roommate's house, and two TVs on, one in one room, one in the other. The wives all went to the other room because we were yelling and screaming and carrying on.
Y'all were hollering, C, and they were hollering, shut up.
So on
exactly.
the IRS to go app, Joe, it says that it should be issued within 20 days of the receive date. So
Yeah, you
whenever
can have-
somebody files, then you receive it within that 21 days.
So you'll get it within about the next 10 days.
Well,
We had-
I filed
we had-
with TurboTax, and they do a 5-day early. They can
Yeah.
get it to you 5 days early.
What
There
they
you go.
charge extra for that, right?
No,
Oh,
We had wings, we had onion dip, we had oh dude, you're a little close to me.
if you do direct deposit, they don't charge you for it. If you do a check, then they charge you. Which I don't know why anybody would order a fucking check.
I wouldn't order a
These
check.
days. I mean, these days there's no reason to. You can even get a card through TurboTax that doesn't have any fees or anything.
Yeah.
They'll send you a card with the refund on it.
Yep.
well, we're living in the digital world.
Yeah, checks are fucking. I don't even know why they still do checks. They're fucking. It's pointless these days.
I write a check for my rent every month. I do that for a
Awesome.
reason. I do that for
Why?
a reason because I could take 12 of my checks, cancel checks, walk in to apply for a loan for a house. And because of the amount of money I pay here, I could basically qualify for a house with a note reasonably about that without any question. Because I pay it on time and I've got written proof. And you could have it makes a difference. The checks make a difference. If I do a printout, they want to see the checks because they want to see the checks canceled. You see what I mean?
See, I used to do a money order for mine, and then they would print out a
Yeah.
receipt when I handed
Yeah.
them the money order, and then
Right.
they would sign it, and then I would staple the little tab you tear off the money
Yeah,
order,
if you got the tab on
And
there,
I'd
that
staple it.
would be good enough too.
and I would staple that to the receipt that they would give me because they would sign it so that I paid it. And it had their thing on it, all their information and stuff.
I wonder what Johnny's doing this morning. I called him last night about 9:40, and he must have took his sleeping pill because he was slurring and everything.
Really?
Yeah, he takes a sleeping pill at night, and after that thing starts working, he starts becoming incoherent. You know.
Yeah, there was one of the drone meetups. I remember they were live, and Johnny was sitting in his hotel room, and he had took his Ambient, and he was being funny as shit.
Yep.
And he was in a hotel room. I remember that. And
Yep.
he had been on his Ambien for like 40 minutes, and he was on there, and he was being funny as shit. I remember. You don't remember it, but I do.
Yep.
It was during one of the drone meetups. Somebody was live. It was either Bill or somebody, and he came on from his hotel room. I just can't remember whose live it was because everybody and our mom fucking goes live during that.
Yep.
And they do like 15 lives every day, each fucking channel. So
Okay, should I wear Depends on Wednesday or should I just hold it?
What are you talking about?
Well, he's
Oh, there's
going to
not
the
going to be
parade.
any restrooms available come parade day.
Yeah,
I just won't drink any coffee that morning.
you're gonna have to hold it.
Yep.
It's like right now, I won't have a bathroom available to me all the time I'm over at North Shore because I'm not close to one.
Yeah.
So I'm not about to take my fluid pill till I get home.
definitely
Yeah.
don't want to go into a fucking porta potty at places like that because that'd be nasty as hell. Take about 30 minutes for them things to get gross.
You ought to
About
see,
100
you ought to
people
see the
going in.
ones from Mardi Gras.
Fucking disgusting, dude. I can't stand going into a porta potty. Unless
Yeah.
that's like my last fucking option. I'll go into one of those.
When I get to the parades at my like for the Point of St. Charles, they've got like 12 of them on each side of the street set up, and they're all tied together, right? And I go in there and I walk in, I go to the bathroom before the parade, and then I don't go back. If I have to go at the end, I wait till I get to my cousin's house. But I make
Like,
sure.
I don't mind going in one to pee, but if I got a shit, I'm definitely not going in one of
Oh
those.
yeah, that's why I
Oh,
make sure everything. I make
gross.
sure before I go in the morning, I dump it real good.
We call them honey buckets up here. The honey bucket company
Ain't
is
nothing sweet about those things.
Yeah. Even Winnie the Pooh would stay away from that honey bucket.
my nephew works as a CPA for him.
What's up, Trevor?
There's quite a few companies around here that do them.
What's he printing, a pizza?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
had
printing a
last night,
pizza.
too.
I'm just
Farrell's. We had Farrell's pizza. You guys remember Farrell's?
Yep.
No.
I didn't even know there was a Farrell's up here still.
It looks like pizza, Trevor.
no. It's definitely not pizza. I'm getting rid of some old PETG filament, which
Oh, okay.
I'll be back, guys, in a minute.
it's printing, but it's I had the feeling it's going to be a little bit funny.
Yeah, because you
it's
got
not
little bits of filament all over your bed that it dropped.
Yep. I was expecting it. It's a very old PETG. Just thought I'd see if I could actually get a print out of it, but and plus the fact that I just changed the Wi-Fi network for the Bamboo, and lo and behold, the Bamboo actually then decided it needed re-registering, and what should have taken me 5 minutes to actually do ended up taking me over an hour.
Because I can't tell on that bottom, on the closest piece to the camera, if that's all spaghetti in or if that's just a pattern it's printing at the camera angle. Because it looks all jacked up, dude.
Yeah, it's well, it's actually that it's got a bit of a lip on it as it comes out, but as you can see, that those little bits and pieces, most of it's actually going over areas that have been indented with text, and so I'm hoping it lays down enough good stuff to actually get a usable print out of it. If not, well, I'll just go ahead and put it in some other old filament that I've actually got.
I just knocked another little piece off the top.
Yeah. It looks like it looks like it's actually having old what happens with old filament. It actually bubbles as it's actually coming out the nozzle. It gets little bubbles, and as the steam gets released. Even though this before I decided to print this, I actually gave it
There goes
2
a
hours
bunch
in the
more pieces.
dehydrator.
It just
Yeah,
slung out about 5 more pieces on the other side.
That sounds
Yeah.
like it's bad.
That is bad filament, yes.
Yeah,
But
because it's catching all those little bits and throwing them off the print.
well, we'll
I
see.
might have seen
We'll
this
see
one.
how we'll see how it goes. There's a fair bit to this print. It goes up a fair way. So most of this that you're actually seeing being printed at the moment will be hidden. Hopefully, it actually settles down a little bit. If it settles down, it'll be a usable print. But
Well, from
yeah.
the looks of that right now, Trevor, it looks like you're printing pizza.
No, I'm definitely not printing pizza. Unless it's for TJ. Then it's definitely a pizza.
Johnny prints them all as fake snacks, like Oreos and M&Ms.
Yeah, look. The Oreo.
Yeah.
That's one of the Oreos right there. It's just like it too. I'm thinking about getting a little mini pack of Oreos and putting about 2 of those in there and giving them a daughter.
But you can actually get food printers.
Yep.
Once it will actually go ahead and make edible items that you can actually eat.
Food grade printers, right?
There is
Yeah,
3D printers that print food. There's one that does chocolate.
Yeah.
They'll print like little chocolates, like little edible chocolate snacks and shit. The last time I saw a review on that was like 4 years ago, and it was actually kind of crap.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
the big problem they've actually had is the chocolate's got a very low melting point, and the level at which it comes back to being hard again is it's
well, honestly,
there's
if you're doing something like that, you wouldn't want a heated bed. You'd want a cooling bed.
Yeah.
Something to cool it as it's coming down off of the print.
But
I would say that would have to be opposite of a 3D printer on the bed. It'd have to be cooling.
yeah, no, they've had a lot of trouble with
No, TJ,
Creality.
don't taste good.
Creality were talking about releasing a chocolate printer at one stage, and it never came to fruition. They had enough people that wanted to buy one, but they just couldn't. They couldn't get it to work because what actually happens is you get the melting point of the filament, and it goes as it gets extruded out. It's more a runny type liquid. So you got the difference between hard chocolate and runny, and it being runny is only a couple of degrees, and it's very hard to get that perfect flow that allows you to go ahead and print with.
I don't think it's a viable business anyway. That seems very gimmicky. Well, as a company, I wouldn't be dumping a bunch of research and development into 3D printing food.
Well, what I would like is the 3D printer that our CSIRO's got, which is our big scientific guru people. They're actually printing body parts.
But Mark.
Hello, Mark.
TJ, come in.
Said he's making a bagel.
He's been having a bagel.
You
He's
don't
had
want
that bagel
TJ
for a long
operating
time.
you don't want TJ operating kitchen appliances while he's on a live stream. You can do one thing at a time.
Lord help me.
Told you TJ's got ADHD. Can't focus but on one thing at a time. I'm finished with my bagel, he said.
What's his
Sometimes I
excuse?
worry about him when he's on here and he's eating. I'm afraid he's gonna fucking choke.
What's his excuse?
TJ said, damn fucking ADHD.
Afternoon, Mark.
Good afternoon. Good morning to you. Zoom done a bloody update.
I haven't gotten no updates for him the last few days.
Everything's
gotten enough.
changed.
It might have been for the phone application, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have to be the phone app.
Because the last time Zoom had an update, I want to say it was a few weeks ago on the computer.
Well, strangely enough, I haven't been notified that the Zoom's had an update.
Yeah, well, I've got it
on this one, and it's been yeah, there's been 4 or 5 occasions that I've actually used it in the last week or
We go to
so.
the Microsoft
And,
store. See.
I've
But
got
you'd
it
have
on
thought that-
auto update, and all the menus have changed round again. So I'm assuming it's done an update overnight.
I'm still calling you Paul.
What?
The computer's changing on me every day. Oh,
All right, let's see. Add. Oh, I don't have the app on my phone. I must have downloaded it from the internet. I thought I had
No,
the
it
app
was
from the Microsoft store.
There's a load of faffing about getting in. It went
Well,
to ask for access to the microphone and camera again, and then for putting my name in and everything before it went in.
yeah, I thought I downloaded it from the Microsoft store, but I must have downloaded Zoom straight from their site. I don't have it.
see, before I move, Paul, I gotta look down and see where the dog's at. Because if I turn around and touch him, he goes.
Ew.
"Arr, arr, 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 arr."
I hope he's going all American Pie on his bagel. That's gross. All right.
Oh Lord, help me.
He doesn't want you invading his space.
Let's see here.
They don't.
Yeah, so it's the 8th or the 9th. Yeah, the last Zoom update was right at the beginning of the month, so it's about a week or so ago. It was version 6.7.0. So they probably won't have another update for a month or two. Zoom only usually does it every couple months. About every 2-3 months they do an update.
Oh no, somebody's put sunlight in the UK.
Yeah, it's nice and sunny today.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to turn that off. Okay, you're gonna have to have snow, wet, windy, horrible conditions.
Or is it? It's closed me background as well, has it? Mind you, that might have been yesterday. When we're on front camera, aren't we? There you go. That was what I printed overnight.
Uh-huh.
Can you see what it is?
Oh.
I know
No.
it's, diff-
Oh,
it's
it's,
Oh,
it's
difficult.
an angel.
angel and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
angel and a dog, right?
Yeah, and the dog looks like Precious. That's why I printed it out.
You guys got work at noon.
I'll be
You go to
glad
work
when
at noon today, Justin?
No, TJ is.
Oh, TJ goes to work at noon.
I mean, I go back to work at the same time, but he's going into work at noon.
I'll be glad when my other filaments arrive.
Well, not normal people when they order an AMS would actually think, okay, I'm going to have 4 spots on the AMS. I better order some more filament and have it arrive at the same time.
I think his AMS got there early, didn't it?
Yeah, my AMS arrived the day after I ordered it, or 2 days after I ordered it.
Yeah, he was.
The filament's coming on Tuesday, tomorrow.
Yeah, he thought
Right.
it was going to be a couple extra days.
Well, some of the filaments arriving on Tuesday.
And Mark didn't want to pay the extra money to get it quicker.
Oh,
went-
yeah.
I went mad yesterday and ordered about another 10 rolls.
Oh, no.
So that's about, oh God, I think when it finally ends up, no, I ordered more than 10, more like 30. I think
Yeah.
I'm going to have about 35 rolls when it finally all gets here.
I fixed it just now. I keep getting that. Last night I got an error. My cooling fan wasn't working right, and
Yeah.
I took the thing off, made sure the plugs were in and everything, and it printed this whole thing around my neck. And every once in a while, it would kick me that error, right?
Mhm.
So I just did it now to do something, and it comes on and it says the same thing. Now it says it on my computer. It was saying on the app, not on the computer. So I just turned it off, pulled all the plugs out, plugged everything back in. Now I could hear the damn thing blowing. So I know it's working now. Must have had it off just a little bit, you know.
Uh-huh.
Either
I suck.
that
I
or-
could hear that. Shh, I could hear
well,
it.
it's either that or the fan's slowly going out.
That's a brand new one.
No, I wouldn't say it's the fan going out. My bamboo pulled that trick the other day. The new software sensing that came out with the newer firmware they've released. Actually, is a little bit more picky than normal. It doesn't give it time for the fan to ramp up after the command's been sent.
Yeah, because it's been after since that update.
Yeah, kind of. I had it and went and checked everything, and lo and behold, the fan's spinning so freely it's not funny. I was able to command the fan from the lowest setting all the way up to the highest setting, and
What's up, Randy?
it went up and came back down, and at no time did it stall. So, yeah, it must be just their firmware update's got a bit touchy.
Oh, you can change the fan speed, Ken.
Yeah, the fan speed can be changed. Let's say, for instance, you've got a filament that doesn't like part cooling. It will actually allow you to drop the fan speed down quite considerably.
I can tell you right now, I could hear that thing. The thing is going shh. Everything's working right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lot. The part cooling fans quieter than the other ones.
We're gonna send you a 3D printer, Paul.
No, thanks.
No.
It'll be returned to
You do
sender.
that. You do that, Joe. I'll put you on ISIS list.
I was watching a P1S on eBay yesterday, a brand new one in the box, never been used, and it went up to £540. I thought, why? You can buy the damn thing from Bamboo for 479.
Yeah.
Well, some people just don't shop around when they look for stuff. And there's
Yeah.
some people that only go to one site to buy shit, so then they get tunnel vision when they buy things instead of shopping around to see what the best deal is. I check 3 main sites when I shop. I check Walmart, Amazon, and then usually whatever company is selling the item. And I see
Yeah,
which
the
one of the
annoying
3 is the cheapest.
The annoying thing about ordering it from Bamboo is they don't take PayPal. So you have to pay for it all in one lump sum instead of doing the free paying 3 months.
Oh, they don't do the 3-month PayPal thing?
Yeah, they don't
They
do
don't
PayPal,
pay-
but
they
they do
PayPal at
they do
all.
a couple other ones though.
They don't take PayPal at all?
No.
Oh, wow.
Hey, where's Lance? Lance. He's on the phone, so
Well, no, they took my PayPal when I bought that hardened steel.
Yeah, it's counting on
extruder.
it's counting on which country you're in.
I was about to say, cause yeah, that's how I paid for the extruder, the gear
Yeah.
extruder.
No, they accept it here in Australia, and they obviously accept it in the US. So obviously there's some UK law that has stopped PayPal from being able to do it in that country.
Or it might be some kind of fee or something they don't want to PayPal
Yeah.
don't want to pay. Or Bamboo doesn't want to pay. It's probably some fee that they have to pay between the two of them, and one of them don't want to pay it.
Yeah.
As I was thinking a minute, I was like, wait a minute, I bought that at the extruder gear, and I was like, I paid with my PayPal card. 'Cause that's the only way I pay for things. I use PayPal for everything.
I bought another Panda screen yesterday and all for 47 quid off eBay.
muted.
Why'd you buy a second one?
You don't have to have it on the printer, so you can put
You
a
muted,
second one
Lance.
in a different room.
Oh, so you're just wanting it for mobility then?
Yeah.
Hey, Lance, when you talk to us again, you're muted.
That was a good game last night.
Yep.
Come in, Lance. Lance, you're muted. Your mute button is muted.
I put 20 quid on the Seahawks to win and won 38 quid.
I think he's talking to somebody.
Yeah, must be.
You know, I'm gonna tell him I'm printing some Seahawk earrings. To go with my bling.
Oh
No, no.
no.
None of the A1s are
So
available on Amazon.
you got your little earrings.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna box this up and send it to him with the earring. How what do you think?
Yeah, they don't have any of the A1 or Bamboos available on Amazon that I can see. A couple listings they had, you click on them and they're all unavailable.
Yeah.
That
Now,
printed
Amazon-
last night in 5 hours.
They have tons of Flash Forge and Creality though.
Yeah. What it is Bamboo, because they've got their own sales site and etc. They don't physically put their products up on Amazon or any of those other types of sales sites. So the only ones you'd get, the only place you'd actually probably get one would be probably eBay, and that would be secondhand.
I like how on Best Buy's website, it takes longer for a pickup order than it does to have it shipped to your house.
Yeah. Well, it seemed it looks like it's
Sarah will
recovered
do the
from
team photo first.
its little freckles reasonably. It might end up being a usable print.
And then we'll go by grade, seniors first. So I can get their poster shot and their regular shot.
I don't know, Randy. I'm probably just gonna go with the A1 Mini still, because it's cheaper. I don't want to spend that much. I don't know. Yeah, I'll wait and see when that time rolls around here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. You'll fall in love with one of the bigger printers.
I don't have the room for it. I literally cannot get one of those.
Oh, come on.
Because I've already measured from the top of my desk down. I can't fit one of those bigger ones on my desk, and I don't have the room anywhere else in my bedroom. And Sarah will kill me if I take up any more space in here.
The A1 won't fit?
The A1 would, but not any of the bigger ones. It'd have to be
So
the
you-
A1 or the A1 Mini.
How much is the A1?
$299. The A1 Mini is only $219 right now at Best Buy.
Well, if you have a choice, I'd get the regular A1. But since you got the parts, you might want to stay with the Mini. You know, because
That's what
it
I
depends
said.
on what you want. Yeah. Yeah, make it easier for you. Because you're not going to print anything crazy.
No, I'm not trying to, and I don't want something that's going to take up most of my desk. I actually like the compactness of the A1 Mini. And then I get that extension cable, I can move the AMS up off my desk too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Justin, you need to fix the A1 Mini you got, man. Don't buy a new one.
I don't know what's wrong with it though. Me and David worked on it last night for a couple hours.
David doesn't have an A1.
Yeah, he does.
He's got an A1?
Yeah, David does. David has all the bamboo printers, bro.
Did you check the?
Not AZ,
You know,
not David Birdman, AZ David.
okay. How many hours does that thing have on it?
A little under 1100.
That's not too bad. My
But
A1's got over 1,000 on it.
when I was talking to David last night, because we're not sure if it's a sensor, if it's the board, and he's like, you know, and I was like, well, you know, by the time I buy a $20 part here, a $30 part there, trying to diagnose what the issue is, I'm gonna be getting close to damn near what new ones cost right now. And he was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. And I was like, you know, if it was like a $500 or $100,000 or $500 or $1,000 printer, that would be different. But he said, just get a new one and keep it for parts because it's so cheap right now. I mean, it's only $219 brand new.
Yeah, but yeah, I would go take that couple extra dollars and just get the A1 because the build volume is so much better because the Mini's a great printer, but the build volume is so small, you're going to want more build volume.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I'm waiting until that time rolls around, then I'll make that decision.
It's worth it. It's worth it for that extra, like, I think it's like an extra $100, 150.
No, it's $299, so it's like an extra 80 some dollars.
Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And it's a stronger printer because it doesn't just have a cantilevered arm with no support on the end. It's, you know what I mean? It's like a gantry style printer.
Right. And then I want to get that extension cable so I can move the AMS up off my desk so I have a little bit more room.
Yeah, definitely want to get that thing up out of the way. Cause with that AMS next to it, it takes up more room than any other printer that they make damn near. Cause every
Yeah,
other printer you can put the AMS on top.
Yeah, it does take some
P1P.
I saw what Dre wrote.
Yeah, the P1P you can't put nothing on top either.
Because David was thinking it's a sensor, but then it started throwing multiple errors, and then he's like, "Well, it could be the board, but we're not sure." And so that's why I was saying I
Well,
don't
it
want
was
to
work.
nickel and dime this thing to the point of I could have just bought a new one.
It was working fine before you took the head off, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean that's what I told Dre. Or I mean not Dre. I told David.
Yeah,
I said
you
it could have
respect
been.
my presence when I show up.
Justin,
I-
got a question.
What's up?
When you take the cover off and you pull the hot end off, have you taken the actual heating element off? There's 3 screws. Take that heating element off, and behind it there's 4 screws that are known to become loose, and it fucks everything up. You got to tighten those 4 screws up.
Dude, I stripped this thing down to where there was nothing left on the head. It was in.
But did you tighten those screws? I know. Did you tighten those
Oh
screws
yeah, I
up?
went through and tightened everything back up when I put it all back together.
So what you're
like
saying,
I said,
Justin,
this thing
Al
was
sold
stripped.
you a bad printer?
No, I'm not blaming Al.
That's why he gave it away.
No, it could have been something I did when I put that new
Oh,
when I put that
hey,
new
Randy,
gear in.
because you know he'd have been boxing that thing up, sending it back to Amazon or wherever else he'd have bought it from them.
Yeah.
The thing is, I could have screwed something up, or it could have just happened to go out at the same time. I don't know. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it won't print at all. Like it just, what does it do?
First, it wouldn't print at all, and then it started phantom printing, and then it wouldn't print at all, and then it started throwing out all these fucking errors, like the cutting, the what is it,
The little knife.
the cutting knife
Yeah.
wasn't aligned right, which it was, and then it said that it was that the somewhere in the Bowden tube was clogged. There was no clog in the Bowden tube, and then it was saying that the AMS that I needed to remove, and then it was giving me another error about removing all the filament out of the AMS and refeeding it. And then it gave me another error that the hot end was clogged. It was a brand new hot end.
Did you try to run a print without using the AMS at all? Just hook up the external spool?
Yep, David had me do that too.
And it still did the same thing?
Still did the same thing. So I don't think it's the AMS. I think it's something in the board or something. I don't know.
I think
damage in the shipping.
I think Justin messed something up.
Like I said, I'm not saying I didn't, but it could have been that, or it could have been the board just happened to go out at the same exact time I did that. I don't know.
Right.
But like I said,
take the head apart again and then put it back together again.
I did that 3 times, Mark.
All right.
Well, 4 times a charm.
Did you Google it?
Oh yeah, David had me watching videos while we were talking about it, and then he was telling me what to do and stuff. David's very detailed, sir. And David's worked on those before. He's taken the boards out and replaced them and stuff. Because he said he had on his A1, he had the same issue, so where his board had went out and he had to replace it.
How much was the board?
I didn't even look it up, dude. We didn't even look up the price on that.
Yeah, my A1's got like 1,200 hours, and the only issue I've ever had was the screws come loose on the back of the heating element. I've had a couple clogs, but other than that, it's been a workhorse. And I get errors all the time. Like every time I print with my X1C, it gets a LiDAR sensor error, something to do with the bed, says the bed's hitting something error, but it prints fine and it never, you know what I mean? It doesn't stop me from printing. I don't know why it keeps throwing the errors.
It made sure the LiDAR is really clean, because on the LiDAR or anything like that, even
I use a Q-tip and clean it real good, and it still throws that freaking LiDAR sensor, the LiDAR error.
David said send it to me, I'd fix it. But by the time I ship it to him and ship it back, we don't
Buy
spend
brand new.
$300 on shipping.
You
I
want
Yeah.
gotta find another one. He said the
Yeah,
tool
that
head board is $22.
I'd buy it.
Wait.
Let's spend
yeah,
the $22 and give it a shot.
yeah.
Well, see,
Hell
what
yeah.
I want to do is buy another one so I can have one that's working. Then I'll feel less stressed out to be working on this one. You know, get what I'm saying? I don't want
Yeah.
to throw it away. I
Goose trouble.
wouldn't mind fixing it, but I'd rather just get a working one going, and then I can put this one aside and work on it separately.
Yeah, if you got that
For
thing
$200,
working though, you know, you
it's
feel more satisfied.
Let me look at something.
well, I wouldn't be stressing on it as much because it's not my sole printer
that
I'm
bit-
using.
Did you?
And look,
Did
look
you-
at Dre hiding in the chat, even though he's on the panel. Brenda, I don't see any
Mhm.
real profit margins. These guys are just spending money on making knickknacks.
Yeah. Frank Rizzo, aka Jody.
Justin, did you find the bit that you dropped?
No, I didn't find that.
Oh, hey,
Dude, that
Justin,
thing is microscopic, dude. I ran a magnet across my floor a bunch of times. A
did you
high-powered
take that?
magnet.
You take that stupid panda thing off, unhook the panda thing, and put the regular cover back on it.
Yeah, that was already disconnected.
Now that you want to bring it up, I'll speak on it. Right,
Speak,
John?
speak from your chest, Dre. Come on.
That's right.
You always speak. You speak too much, Drake.
We all only know one person that has really made money using 3D printing, and that's Ken Dono. And he had
Night
about
Train.
5 or 6 of them going when he was selling stuff on Etsy.
Wait.
Yeah.
Night Train and Johnny and his son-in-law.
I make money off the 3D printing. I
making
made a lot
money.
of money.
Well,
I'm not
well,
making money on their level, but I'm definitely making money with my
I
printer.
think, well,
paid
the
for it.
difference between them and Dono is Dono was probably selling enough stuff that if that was his sole income,
I'm
he
gonna
could
sell a bunch of
probably
these.
live off of it.
You're too late, Joe. You gotta make those before the game.
I'm gonna find a Seahawks fan around here and sell it for $20. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's
The
like I
way-
say,
when you
I don't know
when
how much Night Train was put in, but I'm just saying Ken Dono got into it as another side hustle to all the other stuff he does. And I
Yeah.
know at
The
one
best-
point he was using about 5 or 6 printers to
Uh-oh.
fulfill his Etsy orders.
the
JD's
best
coming
way
after
to do
Dre now.
3D the best way to do 3D printing is find a couple, like 5 simple things to print that you don't have to assemble, that are pretty
Yeah.
easy to do, and just sell that shit and you
I
know,
know.
crank that stuff out. Instead of
Yeah.
doing real intricate stuff and having to put a lot of work into something, you can just print and sell.
Yeah, and I can say, JD, I'm sure there's several people, probably millions of people out there who are making money, but I'm talking about the folks that we know in our circle. You know, it's only down to people you can count on one hand. Compared to
Yeah,
number
but
of people
not
who
everybody's
actually
doing
has
it to make
3D
money,
printers.
though.
Huh?
Some people are doing it as a hobby, though.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just my whole point. That's my whole point, Justin. I mean, because I was asked the question in the chat, when am I getting a 3D printer? And I gave my opinion. Ain't enough profit margin for me to get one.
I got a question, Dre. You said
Mhm.
enough people to count on one hand. Is that a hand with 4 fingers or 5?
Probably 2.
Or a little crippling hand, you know?
It's like
If
those people that like home entertainment stuff. Man, such a
Yeah.
waste.
You-
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't buy my printers to make money off specifically. I bought them because I wanted to make stuff that I didn't have to buy, and people have requested stuff, and I start selling stuff in word of mouth. And I've been printing a lot of Pokemon stuff for this guy I know. I bet he's bought
Mhm.
like $300 worth of Pokemon stuff.
Yep.
So if
Shoot,
I can
I
make
had
money,
my-
if I can make money off of it instead of just having them sit there, you know, that's a plus.
I know I
Yeah,
get
like I
35
say,
bucks for this.
everything can be a plus if you apply yourself to it. But we all know deep in our mind and stuff, you know, to be something that is, I would say, profitable, you need to be bringing in somewhere between 2,000 to 3,000 a month.
Yeah, you
That
just got to
pays
be
the bill.
dedicated to it. It's all about effort, how much you want to put into it.
That's
If you can
right.
set up the right site like Etsy, but Etsy's cracking down on it a lot right now. But
Yeah,
if you can set up the right
I'm just
site,
saying, that's the money range that a normal person would need to do to really say they're making a profit margin of what they're doing. You know, like I said, I tell everybody, you know, last year was a bad year for me and Drone, but the year before I made 40 grand working 6 days a month. And like I said, that has nothing to do with my regular job. That was all drone work.
Can't beat that.
So that's why I'm saying that when you can look at the margins of what you're making and everything else, then you can say, okay, this is paying for itself and some. Because like I say, if you're still buying materials and you haven't recovered your costs on the materials, you know, then you're in a sinking ship. Just like Joe has to come to the decision about buying cameras. It gets to the point where he wants to spend XYZ dollars, and what's his return on it? And you guys say, is it really
look at
to spend on a newer camera just because it's the newest iteration that's out there? But does it really?
Matter.
How long is it going to take him to work to make that money back?
And is it going to make that much of a difference?
Right.
Now I bought that 90D this year because of the lighting. I said I got to get one better lighting because they had freaking 14 lights out. I got that next week. They got all the brand new lights in. I looked up there and it pissed me off, right?
Yeah.
And then I said, well, I'll return it or something because, and actually, remember I told you that week it broke. The camera broke, so I was gonna just get a refund on it there. And then I looked at the pictures. And wait, I'm gonna tell you, it didn't really break. The SD card wasn't seated completely. That's why it wasn't working.
Okay.
I figured that when it did it again with the new one. So when I looked at the pictures, I looked at them and I said, the pictures look better than other pictures. And I compared them real good, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'm keeping this one for football." And but I got my money back this year on it. But the thing is, you got to look. If I want to go to the digitals, these new digital cameras, and change all my lens, it's going to take me 2 years to make up.
Yeah,
it's going to cost me 2 years. On the average I'm making now, and it's not worth it.
Yeah. So that's why I tell people, no matter what you do, you have to look at your return on your investments.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take you to recoup that money and what you're doing? And like I said, I've sat in, I've listened to folks in all the different little live stream shows talk about the 3D printing and stuff. And most of the stuff that most people are doing with their 3D printers that I have observed or heard is just stuff they do for themselves or do for some close friends or, like I say, knick-knack stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like I say, Ken Doe was the only one who sat down and actually talked about money he was making off his 3D printing efforts. And that all started with him making accessories for drones. And then he started making accessories for camera gear and everything else. So he expanded his market. And I'm here thinking that, okay, now you're up to 5 or 6 printers constantly printing day and night to fulfill your orders. And the thing that frustrated him so much, it wasn't that the money factor was the issue. It was the dealing with people and shipping issues.
Yeah.
That was getting under his skin.
And then he got real mad about people stealing his prints, which is going to happen.
Yeah, that too. Because you have no patent on a lot of stuff, which is all part of the business process of securing your long-term investment is getting a patent on your designs.
You got your shipping, you got your electricity, everything. Find out how much that electric bill goes up.
Yeah, all that stuff comes into play, eats into, like I said, that profit margin. You got to say, okay, am I really doing anything in the long run?
But what he was paying that guy to design his stuff and probably what he would pay per patent, honestly, it probably wouldn't be worth it at that point, because patenting each print would be crazy. Like, that's why people don't generally do that. But then you just have some Chinese company that would just copy it anyway.
Right. That's always a threat. Yeah. So that's why I say I'm not knocking anybody who buys a 3D printer. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you do. You know, But when somebody asks me about it, that's my opinion of it. And that's all I was addressing in the chat. When somebody asked me, when was I getting one? I said, I don't see, I said, I'm not interested in 3D printing personally.
Right. It depends on what you're doing. If you just want to do it as a hobby, not everybody looks at it like a business. If you're not interested in it as a hobby, there's no point in, getting involved with it.
Right. So I said, I don't knock you guys who get into it and want to do it. I say, knock yourself out. But there was a question asked of me in the chat, and I answered the question. And that's my mindset, because I'm looking down the road of what I can build that I can turn over to my grandkids one day. That is my mindset. That is where I'm at. That's why I said when I got into drone flying, it was never the intention. I've never been a hobbyist. I put it like that. When I got a drone flying, it was the goal of adding another tool to my toolbox as an inspector.
Right.
To make it more efficient as an inspector. And then as I got into that part of it, then I realized, hey, I can do a little side business myself by conducting these inspections and photogrammetry and mapping. That's what I said. I do mapping more than I do anything else. I don't go into just flying around, taking scenic pictures that a lot of these guys that show stuff and everything else. I'm like, that doesn't do anything for me. When I was learning how to fly, it was nice, but I was basically learning how to gain those skill sets of being very efficient about how I fly. So when I do inspections, I know how the drone's gonna fly, how it's gonna react, what to look for, all these different things. And that's why I tell people when I go on a different websites, they talk about, guys talk about working. I said there's even different levels there. You have guys who are just what I call side hustle people, and you got people who are professionals. And I tell them, if you're a side hustle person, you'll go out there and get those little cheap $50, $80 jobs or whatever, and go on about your business. I said people who are more professional look to get accreditation, look for certification and everything else, and look for higher level jobs that are out there.
It all has to do with drive. Different individuals have different drives.
That is it.
It's all about your drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when I go flying with Johnny. Somebody comes up and asks us something. I give him my business card because Johnny he's not as technical, and he don't know how to fly. He don't know how to fly anyway.
But like I said, I don't knock anybody for what they want to do. I said may not be for me. Like the other day, like you guys said, you were on for almost 8-10 hours the other day talking about 3D printing. I just like, okay, enjoy yourselves.
Yeah. Who says we did?
No, I heard you guys talk about. Well, I heard you guys talk about the next day or whatever.
Yeah,
I was at my parents
5
all weekend,
hours.
so yeah, I was at my parents all weekend, so I just kind of chimed in to see what you guys were up to and stuff, and then got off my phone because I don't like using my phone to listen to live stream too much.
Yeah. I got the coach at North Shore texting me back and forth. This guy, every year we do the same thing. Same thing every year, right? He'll text me, are we doing the team photos first? Yeah, we're doing the team photos first. How we're going to do that afterwards? We're going to go seniors to freshmen. Okay, that's good. What time are you going to get here? I said, I'm leaving here at noon. I got to go get gas, and then I'm going out there. By the time I get there, it's going to be about 1 o'clock. The school don't end till 2:30. I want to set up and sit there and relax.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to deal with traffic. I don't want to deal with parents picking up kids. I'll get there an hour early. I'll sit there an extra hour just waiting. I don't care.
Well, what you could do, Joe, is pick yourself up a couple of Boston creams on the way home.
Hell no.
Boston creams will keep you busy.
No. Keep you stopped up. That's what'll keep you.
Yeah, keep your heart busy in overdrive.
Mm-hmm.
Trying pumping that thick blood to your body.
Well, I envision Joe sitting there nodding off in a chair or something, you know?
I might. I do that.
Going
I
to
sit,
going to sugar coma.
Yeah.
no, I sit back there because I'm in the back of the gym in the back area where the wrestling goes,
Mhm.
and I'll be set up, and there's nobody back there, and they'll have one change in classes right in between, and that change in classes in between. What'll happen is I'll be setting up, and all of them will walk through, right?
Yeah.
And then about 15 minutes after that class, the trainer will come in. He's got his little booth right there, and he'll open up, and I'll sit back there in a chair, and I've dozed off back there. I just sit there and doze, and I'm just sitting there because I got nothing to do for at least an hour, and I'll
Yeah,
just
well,
sit there, and I'll just,
yeah.
I mean, those are the only times like when I do ROTC, junior ROTC,
Mhm.
I get about an hour between classes, and I will sit in my chair and nobody bothers me. I'm by myself up there, and I don't have to look at the internet. I don't have to look at anything. I'll go to sleep. I'll
Yeah.
actually I'll sit like this. I was sitting at junior orthopedics, and I had my phone in my hand. I'm sitting down, and I heard boom.
You
I reached
drop
down,
the
picked up
phone.
my phone, put it back like this. I'm sitting down here, boom. I reached down, pick up my phone. It must have dropped my phone 10 times. But I'll sit there like this, and then I'll hear that first bell go off. And the first bell go off, I'll get up and I'll stretch a little bit, and I'll walk up, open the door again. And about that time, all the students are moving in, and they come up. We shoot the pictures, they leave. I go back, I number them, and I go sit in my chair. I just sit there, and I just get away from everybody. It's like my time away from the world.
Take a
Yeah.
5-hour energy before you go there.
Now, Joe's like me. When you get peaceful atmosphere, you just go in that sleep mode. Don't take me into a hospital. I will fall asleep in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And you
Yeah,
got to
my
remember, Dre and I in the Marine Corps, we can sleep
Yeah.
anywhere.
That's it. I can say sleep is
You
very
find
valuable.
when
Get
you
it
find a
whenever
place
you
you
can.
can get to sleep it now because you might need it later.
Yeah.
My wife always yelling at me because anytime I'm around and sitting down watching a movie, I'm always falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I can't watch a movie.
Like I said, if it's real quiet and the only thing you hear is that AC running, oh, dude, be like,
Yeah. Hey, Dre, Okinawa, Japan, right? Camp HM, Camp Zukran, up in the top. It was Camp Butler Zukran. Up in the top, we were the last barracks on the top of the hill. And there was a breeze that came over that hill and hit that side of that barracks. And what it did, the barracks was this way, but the breeze came this way. It wouldn't come this way. So it missed the windows. You never got it inside, but it always went this way, right? You had to put a little vent to make it come in.
yeah.
So I used to crawl out on that little balcony thing. It was only about this wide.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd get there and I'd lay there and just go to sleep, right? Now I'm on the
Yeah.
second floor, right? I
Mhm.
mean, as soon as you get there, that cool breeze coming off the water and everything hits you.
Mhm.
It's like, and I just go to sleep, right? One day I rolled over and I looked up and all I saw was grass. I said, oh shit, boom. Like that. I got up, I went, ow, I got up, walked, I hit flat like a belly buster.
Mm.
I got up, went, I'm okay. Walked back up there and I looked out there and I said, I gotta figure this out. I got me a piece of string and I tied it on a thing here, and then I put me a hook on the other side, and I went out there and I'd hook it to my belt. I sit there and when I roll, I feel like do this, and I go, can't move. I'm out here. I do this, I go, oh, can't move. Never fell again.
Oh man.
But when I rolled, all I remember was I felt the difference. I looked down, I was about a foot and a half off the ground when I hit. Boom. No stopping it. Like,
Wow.
God, it's on it.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, if that would have happened now, they'd had to come get me.
Yeah.
Back then, I didn't
Yeah.
even have a bruise.
Yeah, you just jump right up and dust off, make sure nobody saw it.
You got a point. And I got drunk one night, right? One of my first nights there. I went out and had to meet this guy out at the tailor shop. One of the sergeants gave me his name and a letter. Hey, this is a good friend of mine. Take good care of him, right? And that's how they were over there. I went over, handed him the letter. He said, you a friend of him? Oh, yeah, man. Okay, he's a good friend of mine. He puts his clothes on his door, right? He said, come on, we'll go home and eat. Brings me home to his house. His wife walking around pregnant, about to drop the baby. The baby hanging out waving. you know? Yeah. And he got her cooking for me, right? And he stops on the way and gets a typhoon bottle of sake. And that's a big bottle. So I ain't never had sake in my life. So we're sitting there and he's feeding me sake. And I'm eating this stuff, got fish eyes and shit floating in it and everything else. And I'm eating all this stuff and that. And I told him I got to get back to the base. I got duty tonight at 2. Like this. And I'm drinking this sake and I'm starting to feel it now, right?
Yeah.
So finally the gate closed at 8. And he said, the gate's closed, you're gonna have to go. I'll get you back. And it was only like a block away. So I get over there and I'm walking, I get into the gate, the guy looks at me and he goes, come on, like this. And I'm walking that thing, waves at me. So I see you again, I'll be back. Now I'm down, the sake's kicking in. Now it's kicking in. Right? And I get over there, and like I said, we were the last one on this hill. I get up to that barracks and I hit that little incline. And a friend of mine, Atkins, was sitting out there, and he said he saw me walking up, and he said he noticed I missed the sidewalk to get to the barracks. He said then he noticed I was on the ground. Then he noticed I was rolling.
Downhill.
So I'm rolling down the hill on the concrete and everything, and he comes running out there and he run down the hill and got me out the bushes. Right? Now I'm filthy. Okay? Because it had rained a little, so everything was wet. So I get up and I'm completely out of it. It's like 9 o'clock at night, like 8:30 at night. So he gets me back up the hill, and that is really kicking in. He ran me in, he put me in the shower, right? Turned the shower on, all my clothes on, and he said, I'll go get some clothes. Give me your number. So I got his stuff. He said, I'm gonna get you some stuff to change into, like this. And so I'm taking clothes off, shower and everything. He got my clothes there. I come out and he's looking at me, and I put my clothes back on. And he goes, you're drunk as a son of a gun. I said, boy, am I drunk? I said, I got duty at 2. Let me go to sleep. He says, I'll take it. He took my duty, right?
Yeah.
He went and did it, covered me. I woke up the next morning. I was still sick. I went to sick bay. They looked at me and they went, you must have been, they said, we could smell the sake. We know you were drinking sake like that. They said, when did you get here? I said, about a week ago. He goes, okay, this is the only chance you get. The doctor said, this is the only chance you get. He wrote me a chit to stay home the whole day.
Oh, wow.
I went back, got in the, man, even the next day I was feeling bad. I have never, all you got to do is open a bottle of sake and let me smell it, and I get sick to my stomach.
Sake
But I
just
never did that again.
It just sounds nasty. When I hear sake, it makes me think of like some soy sauce with alcohol in it or something.
Yeah, it's rice wine.
Yep.
It's rice wine. It will kick your ass. It tastes good when you put it like in 7-Up, a little 7-Up or Sprite. It was good because that's how you drank it. A lot of them drink it straight. We were drinking it straight. Then we went to this. Well, that's what screwed you up when we started mixing it because of the sugar.
Dude, look at all the salt. Look at all the salt on my car. It's so salty out here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Wow.
Filthy.
But that hill had to be 100 yards I rolled down.
That's all salt.
Well, you're lucky he took care of you.
Yeah. In fact, when we were leaving the islands, we got there together and we were leaving together. And we became friends. You know how the bond is in the military. We became friends on the plane over there. And we wound up, everybody was in the same thing. He was in the same barracks, everything. But when we were leaving, we couldn't find him. We didn't know where he was. We knew he went out in town the last night. And we're freaking out looking for him, right? All of a sudden, about 20 minutes before they locked us down, because they locked you down for the last 24 hours. You're not getting out of the barracks. He comes up in a cab, and he's jumping out the cab. And as he gets out the cab's going to reach for his back pocket, and he turns around and hollers, "Stop!" Like this. His wallet had fell out. Like this. Ran in there and got the wallet and everything. And when he come running in, he was drunker than I was the first time. He almost got written up for coming in there drunk and reporting the last day like that. They looked at him and they said, and I was a PFC and he was a corporal. And he gets there. And the sergeant that checked him in said, "You're loaded," like this. And one of the staff sergeant that was running the place walked in and he says, Where'd you go last night? He said, I went out for my last night. He told him where he went, and he could smell it. He had been drinking.
Yeah.
And he told me, said, well, you know what? You're gonna be sleeping for the next 24 hours anyway. Just go lay down. He said, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He said, at least you made it back.
Yeah. Yeah. So Randy going into work today?
Nah, man, I've been here since 6 o'clock. Only had one truck so far. Slow.
Well,
I gotta get. I'm gonna get ready. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here so I can find something to do. So they don't try to send me home.
What's that? A cooler?
Yeah,
I just say today is like might well be a national holiday. A number of people call off work or took work day off after Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's a pretty big cooler he was in.
Not me, baby. I'm dedicated, Dre.
Yeah, Lance. Sure.
this is the cooler.
Half your kids won't even show up today. Don't try to tell me you came
This
in.
the
You
freezer.
came into work for peace and quiet.
Look, hold on. I'll show you the temperature.
Yeah,
You're
we're picking
great.
up
I
now.
am gonna get sick Wednesday, Dre.
Yeah, that too. You're gonna have two
Negative
days off this week. You got today
Wow.
because everybody's
negative
still
6 right now.
all the pizza and wings from yesterday and alcohol. Then the other day everybody's going to the parade.
Yep.
So you're gonna be sitting there with probably about 2 kids in your class.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go, Paul. His freezer's colder than you. He's -10 in the freezer.
Wow.
Shit, the real feel here Saturday was negative 20 outside. It was 4 degrees and the wind chill. The wind was blowing like 20 mile an hour, gusting 37. So the wind chill made the real feel negative 20.
Now you're what, Virginia or Maryland?
Maryland.
Maryland.
Jesus.
Maryland.
Y'all keep that weather to yourselves, man.
Yeah, it's been brutally cold here for the past like 2 weeks, but it's looking up. It's supposed to be like 40 some degrees on Wednesday, and then next week it's supposed to be in the late 40s, early 50s.
Yes. Y'all keep that too. It's gonna be
Yeah.
81 here today.
We're
Man,
gonna
lucky
be
you.
75.
And then tomorrow might drop down to maybe, I think, mid-60s. We call that a cold front here.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna be 75 today. Sunshine, a few clouds in the air. It's another perfect day. I'll get a perfect day to get the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
man, I don't know
we're
what it is,
actually-
but this cold. Go ahead, Paul.
yeah, I'm actually going to have 90 degrees there Fahrenheit here today. So,
Wow.
yeah, kind of. Well, we're having the nice heat just so that your call is actually a lot different.
Oh, Trevor, I thought you were in Canada. You're now in Australia, huh?
Oh yes, I'm down under.
Okay, so that still explains you're making gold medals for the Winter Olympics for Australian team?
No, they're not medals. It's actually a container, which
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure they weren't medals. I was just making a little joke, partner. When you first start showing it, it looked like a gold medal.
Hey guys, I'll talk to you after a bit. I gotta take off.
Okay, Randy.
Okay, Randy.
Sunday.
Later, Randy.
We're not expecting that much with the Winter Olympics because we've got very little areas in Australia that actually even see snow. So
Yeah.
we don't have the environment to train people.
Kind of like Jamaica
areas
had a bobsled team.
That's what I'm saying. You haven't go train elsewhere, you know?
Yeah. No, but that's one of the biggest problems. Our athletes have got nowhere to train apart from for 3 months a year if they go to a spot in the eastern states, which does get snow, but last year they didn't get any snow there, so don't ask me where they've actually been training.
Well, besides to me,
so-
you guys need to set up some kind of training facility down there in the Antarctica, and there you'll
Yeah, I was
have
going to say,
snow
he's just
year
down the
round.
road from the Antarctic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Build yourself a
Yeah,
training facility down there. They be showing
Yeah,
to
well-
they be showing to the Olympics in tank tops.
yeah, yeah. No, we don't have any direct stuff down to the Antarctic, but yeah, the Antarctic would be the closest spot to actually get some decent snow,
Yeah.
or decent conditions to actually go ahead and practice your Olympic events. Where your country, well, they kind of at the moment, you'd have plenty of places you could actually train.
Mhm. Yeah.
As I said, I'm not expecting any medals this time round. We just go ahead and send some athletes that want to compete for the experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And nothing against them, but yeah, you can see exactly why they wouldn't quite make it. But if they did, they've been training somewhere overseas most of the year anyway.
Yeah.
It's the only way they could get up to scratch.
Hey, did y'all see that thing last night on one of the commercials? I gotta find it. Lay's potato chips.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's-
commercial.
You get that QR code that's in your fresh bag within what 24, 32 hours, something like that.
Yeah, I went up there and scanned it, right, and sent it in.
Oh, you
I got
did.
the tracking app. It's been prepped,
Oh.
it's chipped, it's been bagged, it's been shipped.
Wow.
Okay. I
They
saw that
said if you don't get it
commercial.
within 72 hours, you get
Uh-huh.
Lay's potato chips for a year free.
Yeah, like I said, I saw that commercial. I looked at my phone. I'm like, let it stay on the charger.
Yeah, I walked over there, I ran it back. I said, "Where's the QR code?" And then I noticed it was in
In the crop
crop.
field.
So I
Yeah.
scanned it. It came up. I went in. It wouldn't take it. Everybody was doing it, and finally
Oh.
took it. Went in and
Yeah.
verified my address, and
Yeah.
the app says your layers are on the way, like this, and it's coming.
Mhm.
It's coming from somewhere in New England.
Is that right? Because they said the thing was that it will be from farm to your house within so many hours. It ain't like the local stores got them on the
It said
shelf.
72
They said it's coming
hours.
from the farm to your house.
Oh, you
Within
ready
like-
for this? You ready for this? It should track estimated delivery Tuesday, February 10th, between 6 and 8 o'clock at night.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to be, and the chips are going to be guaranteed to have been no more than 72 hours old.
Yeah, that's what it's saying, from farm to table within like 72 hours.
Yeah,
I said,
I got freaking tracking on it.
yeah, like I said, if they didn't have barbecue chips, I could probably get away. My wife be like, "Why you get all these chips coming to the house for?"
Yeah, but that's gonna be cool. Yeah, it's on the app like this. Look, right here. It shows all the stuff. It says, "Get excited!
Yeah.
You're about to enjoy the freshest bag of Lay's you'll ever have."
Mm-hmm.
You know,
What
Now I
flavor
wonder
are
if
they?
they're gonna send you the little lunch bags.
it's probably just a little bag.
Yeah, little lunch bags.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. It looks a little bit bigger than a regular bag.
The normal size is 30 grams now, I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
Something like that. But
I'll
this
put it like
is,
this, Mark. The price
used
of chips in the store are outrageous.
Oh, yeah. A few years ago, it used to be 50 grams.
Yeah,
It's a 30-ounce bag. It's a 30-ounce bag. It's showing.
30-ounce bag. Okay, that's the medium size, I believe, 30 ounces.
Yeah.
Because half the bag is air, and you get about 30 ounces of actual
Well,
chips.
let me ask you a question. How much you think it's costing them right now to do all of this?
It's like it is. Whatever it costs them to do this, they'll make it up in sales down the road.
They'll make it up
Yep.
next week.
Yeah. They'll kick them, they might kick the price up or just in volume because they did this for this, stunt that people be, but like I say, you go to the store, I go into a Rouse Market or even local Stater Brothers, and the only real deal you get, you have to buy in volume. Like, oh, you can get it at $1.99 bag of chips, regular medium-sized bag of chips,
Yeah,
if you buy 4.
yeah.
Okay, that's the discount game they play. If you buy 4, you get at $1.99. The
So now you
regular
spend
price is
$8.
like $2.50,
Yeah,
$2.50, $3.50 for the regular price. I'm like,
yeah.
crazy.
So when it comes in, I'm gonna look at the tracking app to show when I got it, right? And that, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do a short.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an unveiling.
Unboxing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an unbagging.
Yeah, do an unbagging and take that
Okay.
one chip out and eat
I'm
it,
t-
and then don't show it again, Joe, until you empty the bag and say you can't eat just one.
Yeah, I know.
Remember that old
I know.
slogan? You can't eat just one.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to put the
And you
time.
know what, Joe? That's probably what they're betting on. Just like you talked about, people
Yep.
getting the stuff, doing unboxings, unbagging, and like I say, free publicity.
yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get me do I get wine or do I get beer?
Don't call the short an unbagging. Call it a debagging.
Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll get me a little highball glass and have me a little peanut butter whiskey in there and sitting right there it's showing. And I'll take that one chip and I'll take a bite and I'll take a little sip and go, wow. And I'll say, this is the freshest I've ever tasted like this. And then I'll go in there, I'll have me take another drink, and then I'll look in you'll see the bag full, and then you'll look and I'll take another one, I'll go, wow, like this, and then I'll look back in the bag and it won't be any. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess you can't just eat one.
Can't just eat one. That's that old slogan from the 60s and 70s. Can't eat just one.
You want to have an empty bottle next to it and say, damn, these crisps make you thirsty.
Well, he can't drink on the air though.
Yeah.
What do you mean you can't drink on the air?
If you do something for broadcasting here in the States, you're not allowed to drink alcohol on TV.
Have you not
They do it all the time on Uncle Bill.
Have you not seen Uncle Bill's stream?
Everybody drink.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, you do it on your streaming, but if they want to use that for national stuff, they couldn't use it.
I tell you what, I'll just do a Dr. Pepper. I'll put Dr. Pepper next to it.
Yeah. That's why I say when you see all the alcohol commercials, you'll see them bringing the drink up right to their mouths and the commercial end.
Yeah.
Or they'll change the scene or something. I thought the best commercial to me was the Dunkin' Donuts one. With Ben Affleck, and he had a bunch of people in that thing.
Yeah, you know what I thought the best one was?
Which one?
I said the one with the Clydesdale and the eagle.
I missed it. I saw the end of it. I didn't catch the beginning.
You didn't see that one up, Paul?
No.
They showed it was raining and they got this little baby eagle that fell out of the nest. And the Clydesdale walks over in the rain. He stands there and he stands above it to keep the rain off of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the bird gets a little bit bigger and could fly a little bit and land on the Clydesdale's back. And the farmers are out there watching, and the people with the horses, right? And the Clydesdale's walking around, and the bird stays on his back, right? And he'll start trotting, and the bird, he'll be walking and get faster and faster to trotting, and the bird will try to fly, and he fly for a second, hit the ground, roll around, be all muddy again. Clydesdale go over and kind of get him, and he walk up and get back on him, right? And he kept going and going and going. So the Clydesdale, after a while, the bird gets big and you can't see the bird, and the Clydesdale's running, and he's running, and he's running, and all of a sudden the farmers are sitting out there watching, and you got the light in the background, and all of a sudden you see the Ingalls wings just come out, and it looks like a Pegasus light. And you see it's just the wings come out like this, and it looks like, and he's getting up like this, and he's doing this, and you see his wings come out like this, and all of a sudden the eagle comes up right over the bird, and you got this eagle like this, and the two farmers are sitting there like this. And the other one said, "Are you crying?" He goes, "No, I got something in my eye, man."
Yeah, I saw that
That
last
gave me
part.
chills. That gave me chills. That, I mean, it looked so beautiful, and it was like nothing. It was Budweiser American. That's what it was.
Mhm.
And just that
Yeah.
eagle coming off the top, soaring off the top, unbelievable. And then they show a clip to the side with a real Clydesdale and the eagle sitting on a perch above it,
Mm.
right on it, on the Clydesdale.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they did, because I don't think it was AI. It didn't look AI.
Mm.
It probably was, but it really didn't look it. But they
Yeah.
may have got that eagle on that back of that Clydesdale to come off of it like that just to get the picture. It didn't work from there.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well-
unfreaking. What gets me is when you looked at you know how big a Clydesdale is, right?
Yeah.
Get the Clydesdale here, and that wingspan was way out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've seen a bald eagle in person. Freaking
No, I haven't had the pleasure of that yet.
wingspan's like whatever feet apart, but it's
They're like
huge.
7, 8 feet wingspan.
Yeah,
What's a
like
Clydesdale?
8 feet, huh? Something like that.
What's a Clydesdale? That, like a
Type of
Shire,
horse.
like a Shire
Yeah.
horse.
That's a big horse with the big everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Huge
yeah,
horse.
One of the big ones they used to tow the drays
Yeah.
and with.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Dre. Didn't mean you.
No problem. No problem.
The brewery wagons over here are called drays.
Hmm.
Females being larger than males.
Yeah.
Would you like to learn more about bald eagles?
No, thank you. A bald eagle, the female's wings up to 8 feet.
Yeah.
Female bald eagles have wingspans of
Hey,
8 feet.
stop.
20
Ziggy. Stop.
And I believe the females are larger than the males.
Yeah, the 5.5 to 8 feet. Because when that day that one came out over here, that I was flying a drone, and he decided to look at me and tell me, "Bitch, get away." know, When he went up in the air, he went like this. He went straight up,
Yeah.
right? And
Mhm.
he got about 150 feet up in the air, and he's just hovering above the drone. And he dropped down, and he just drops down to about 40 feet above my drone. That's when I was coming to me. I figured he was dropping at the drone, and he dropped and just started hovering, and his wingspan looked like it was 5 or 6 feet, right? And I was sitting up there watching him. He's screeching, and I had never heard one screech before. And I thought, man, I've heard owls screech, but that was unbelievable, right? And all of a sudden, this other one came out of nowhere, and it was bigger than that one. So that had to be the female. So that was the male watching the area, and he called the female, "Come get him," you know? And if I wouldn't have been 20 feet above my head, I think that female would have took that drone. That would have pissed me off. Hey, Laura. Laura told me shut up.
Shut up, Laura.
yeah.
She
Shut
goes,
up, Laura.
"Shut up, Joe." Where you
Don't
going,
be the
Paul?
host. I'll be back.
Paul ran out of Boston cream.
You're gonna stay. Stay.
So Laura's been adding her two characters worth in, has she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause I don't have the chat available for some reason.
So I'm going to try this, Dre. I'm going to test this. I'm going to take this little chain I made, and I'm going to put the little set of earrings in it. And I'm going to take a picture, and I'm going to stick it out on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm going to say $50. See what they say.
You
never know.
ever make those school earrings?
Oh, yeah. Show you. Well, they fell in love with them. This is
Didn't
the
I-
white one.
Didn't I tell you?
Hey, this is the white one,
Uh-huh.
right? But
Mhm.
I went with the blue with a bigger M.
Yeah, that right there is a kick. I like that.
Yeah, that's the one. I think that's
I'm
the
sure
one. But then I
kids
made
do.
another one.
Mhm.
It's this little bitty stud. Come on, turn the thing. But it's just an
Okay.
anchor.
Yeah. But that other
And
one with the M in it, that's the money shot.
yeah, so what I did was I put the blue one on the cord, and then I put the stud underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Get both pair, right? And I'm
Right.
thinking they could get $8 for it.
Easy.
Yeah, it cost me somewhere in the neighborhood of total about 50 cents to make all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna tell them if you don't want to put them in the skipper shack, $4 a piece. You buy them from me for $4 a piece, and y'all make $4 on them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say I might say 450. Y'all sell them for 8 or something like this. Or y'all can sell them for whatever you want. If you want to get 10 for them, get 10 for them.
I guess I don't think they're gonna go for that much in the student
I
store.
think 8 might do it. You know, 7, 8.
You think the kids will buy it at $8?
Well, I think the parents are gonna buy them.
Well, yeah, as I say, if you have it online, the parents will scoop it up for $8. But I'm thinking kids.
I stood by the skipper shack when parents are walking up, right?
Yeah.
And how much do I owe you? $210, and they write a check, or they do it on Venmo. They don't take
Yeah.
checks. They do it on Venmo, and
Right.
they're buying hats for $30 that I wouldn't buy a hat for $30. You know, it's like, and it got the one that's got the little leather thing on the front that says Skippers. That one's like
Right.
$50, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they got them up there. The guys like those, so they buy a hat for $50,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll be there again next year buying another one.
Mm.
You know, they're buying. I mean, they got all kind of stuff. I want to put that light box or the helmet in there.
Right.
I know they get $50 for that.
Oh yeah, that's a no
You know,
brainer for
so
that.
if I can sell it to them for $30, I'm gonna tell them it's $30 if you want them. Y'all sell them for 50,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll give them like 5 of them. And if they sell the 5, I'll give them 5 more. I'll sell them 5
There
more.
you go. Yeah, do it like that. Like I said, you do say 20, 30, whatever earrings, and you say, hey, this is the supply I got. Let me know when you guys get down to the last 10 pair or whatever. I'll print some more up and go from there. That way you don't go on a hold on supplies, you know, and you keep, like as I always say, keep a tight inventory control.
Well, I'll tell them, look, I'm giving you 10. Let me know what you got next week, or we'll go 20 pair first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let me know what you got next week. We'll see how it goes. And if they sell them, they call me and say, we got 2 pair left. I'll make 18.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'll bring them to you next week. And next week, I'll just bring them to them at the game. They put them back in there.
Yeah.
And I can make some variations. I can make the ones that hang, you know?
Yeah.
Like
but
that.
I like those stud ones. I can say the cheerleaders will go crazy for that kind of
That
stuff.
little bitty stud one's going to be the killer.
Yeah. They like that.
In fact, this little bitty stud, right? Like this, I'm thinking about making it the opposite way. I like the white with the blue. But I'm thinking about making it blue with the white to see what it comes out like. I think it'll show up better.
Cheerleaders have different outfits for home game and away game.
Right.
So yeah, you can do one because they probably wear, if white and blues are colors, they probably wear the white base with blue letters for home games. And probably are actually away games and wear the darker blue for home game.
Well, the only time they wear the darker blue is when they're wearing the full, when it's cold and they're wearing their full sweats. That's when they're all blue, right?
Okay,
so I'm thinking about making, like, put on a card, put the blue one like that with the white and the white one with the blue. So they'll have 2 studs just on the card. But you see, we got senior night coming up, right? For girls and boys. What I'm thinking about doing is printing up 5 sets of the studs like this. And what I'm gonna do is there's I think there's 4. I gotta see how many senior girls. If there's 4, I'll make 4 of them, and before the game, I'll give them each one. Like that. Give them each one because I know all of them have pierced ears. And then I'm gonna wear one.
Okay, now
I'm gonna have one in my ear. So I'm gonna be by the cheerleaders, and they're gonna say, "Where'd you get that?"
Or have you not got any gold or silver?
Well, you try to keep it the school colors, Mark.
Yeah, I want to keep it gold and silver like that. I mean, what you call it? The blue and white.
Yeah.
No, I mean, do it gold with a blue M on it or something.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it would. The only other thing I could make it is black with like a M, a double M on there. That would be blue on the inside, white on the outside. Because they use because they have black in there. They're not supposed to have black because the school colors are blue and white. But the coaches of baseball and the coaches of football have come up with a little like a black and white jersey with the blue trim. They've kind of mixed it in, and it's got to get approval through LHSA and everybody
Right.
because of the colors. And they've kind of sneaked it in the back door, you know.
Yeah.
And they're getting away with it now. They're starting to lean to it more. But I think, I'm gonna wear the. I was gonna wear the ship's wheel. I was really thinking about wearing the ship's wheel one, but I'm gonna wear the stud because it won't be as pronounced. But like I said, I'm right next to the cheerleaders, so they're gonna look over and see it, and I know somebody's gonna ask me. I'm gonna say, "Yeah, y'all like them?" And then the other ones are gonna say, "What you got? Let me see." I'll have all of them looking at it, right? And then I'll give some, like I said, I'll give a couple of pair out to the what you call it, the 4 graduating seniors. You know, just to market it. See what happens, you know. You never know. They may turn around, put them in before the game, and play with them. Because that's going to be the debut of them.
That's why I tell you, just give them to the cheerleaders this year, and then by next year, everybody all them little girls on campus gonna want them.
And I'll carry this little thing. It's in a case, plastic case in my pocket, and I'll say, "Oh, by the way, they're gonna be like this too. I'm gonna have them like with studs, and it'll be dangling too." So I'll show them that too. So I'll get that that in their brain cell. You know what I mean? They gotta start thinking about it. But that's how you do it. You gotta market it right. You gotta do it at the right time. Senior night's a good night because I'll have more cheerleaders there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a whole box of freaking earrings made up already. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to spend $70 to get a flatbed scanner, a little flatbed scanner, so I can put them in there and scan them. They look better that way. Either that, or I might put them in the back after I finish with North Shore High, because I want to have the website up for Friday, ready to go. And what I'm gonna do, because on the bottom of each one of my cards it says 3dblinkshop.com. So I want to have it up the way where they can at least contact me if they want them, and then I can get them to them or ship them whatever they want, right? And I think what I'm just gonna do is go in my on my bed in the back. This is where I usually do stuff. I've got now listen to this. I got a sheepskin that I use for a background whenever I do any kind of stuff. Whenever I got to take a picture of it because it blends perfect. I mean, if you use a flash absorbs everything else. You know, so I'm gonna make sure I've got the tripod going and everything else, and I'm gonna take good pictures of it, and then I'll just have that picture out with not even the sheepskin in it. But in that sheepskin, you ready for this? When my daughter and my kids found out about it, they freaked out. That was the thing that was under my dad the night he died. That was on the hospital bed. So he wouldn't get bed sores.
Right.
Yeah, that thing got put because you can wash it. You can put it, it's big enough that you can still get it in the wash and dryer. And I washed it, and I've used it ever since for like baby pictures and things like this.
Okay.
I'll put the baby underneath it now. And I use it. They had a couple here lived upstairs that wanted baby pictures, and one of the women work here. And I brought it upstairs and we laid it on the counter, put the baby on it, shot the pictures. Baby peed on it. Right? So the baby peed on it, so I brought it down, put it in the washer, you know, washed it, let it hang dry. You know, it was no big deal. But my kids, they said, "Wait a minute, somebody died on that?" I said, "My dad died on that." I said, "No." I said, "What's the difference?" You know.
Dad died on it, baby peed on it.
Yeah, I had a baby pee on it. I got my daughter's pictures on it. You know, when I got my daughter butt naked on it, you know, holding a little ball and smiling her ass off. You know, She's laying on her stomach, looking at me, smiling. And she said, I can't believe you put me on top of that thing your dad died on. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't think he went to do a ship. He must have, you probably went to get peanuts, or he went to get Boston creams, or he had to run to the bank. And he's going to say, had to run an errand. Or he was Uber driving again.
He ran out of peanuts for his little friends.
Mm-mm.
Well, I just want to know when he runs out of money for those little peanuts, if they're gonna come and hand him some cash. Those little
Like I
friends.
said, I'm done with that discussion or argument, wherever you want to
Yeah.
call it. See, he does what he does.
Yep. See, he's not telling us the truth. He's infinitely wealthy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He got a zipper on his mattress, and he got all his money from Little Caesars when he stole it, stuffed in that mattress. I guarantee you.
So one of those money detecting dogs would come in handy.
Yeah. That's why Boone's so happy. Boone knows he got all that money. You see, and the thing is Paul doesn't realize he got all that money because he done forgot where he put it. My mama had a boyfriend. Okay, my mama had a boyfriend in her old age after my dad passed.
Mm-hmm.
That she'd go out drinking at the Monteleone at the Carousel bar, and she hit it off with this guy, and the guy would meet her, and they go out and he come over to the house and all of this, and the guy had money. Guy was loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Twice a year we go down to Rocky and Carlos. He invite everybody in the family, go down there for a steak dinner, and he spent $500-600.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he did it twice a year just to get all the families together. And I'm talking real. He had money.
Mm-hmm.
He lived in a real bad area in New Orleans, and he didn't walk out his house without the gun in his hand. That's how bad the area was, because everybody knew he had money.
Right.
He went to the city of New Orleans and he said, I'm afraid somebody's going to break into my house. I want to put razor wire on my fence. I don't know how he got it done, but they let him do it. Around his fence, when you went to his backyard, around his fence, on the fence, that was on the neighbor's fence too. Think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He had 4 strands high of razor wire.
4 strands high?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I saw it. I didn't believe it till I saw it.
Oh, wow.
Ain't nobody going over that fence. Because if you put a ladder and you try to get over that fence, you still had 3 strands to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was saying, bitch, try. That's what he was saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because in his backyard, because my mom would say, yeah, it's just this money smells like dirt, like this.
Mm-hmm.
He had coffee cans all over his backyard with money in it. That's where he put his money, all over the backyard. When he passed away, his kids went back there, and they had to dig up the backyard to find out where all these cans were. And then in the garage, they went and they had a false wall in the garage. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
All it was one big shelf with coffee cans full of money. And it wasn't just stuffed in there. These things were rolled in there like in $1,000 rolls of $100 bills.
Mm-hmm.
Until he couldn't, and they were rolled up with a rubber band until he couldn't fill it up no more, and then he'd get another can. Now, I don't know where the hell he got them. I think he was dealing drugs or so. I think he was selling drugs out the house, and that was drug money. But I mean, this guy was completely loaded. My mom would take a cab, right? And he said, "Why are you taking a cab? Have your son drive you over." And he'd say, "Hey, I'll give him the cab money," right? So we go take a ride over, bring her to where she'd go to the bar, and we go over, drop her off. This was during the day if they were going over to this other bar. and we'd walk in there, me and my wife, and he'd look at me and he'd say, "Stay and have a drink." So we stay and have a drink and that. You want something to eat? We'd eat, you know, and this every time. And then he'd say, "Let me give you some money for the gas you paid." And he handed me $200 bills.
Mm.
I said, it wasn't that much. He said, "Oh, you come here to visit, you know, everything here, take this." So
Right.
shit, I was looking forward to every week going over there getting 200 from him. I go get a free meal and $200, and he gave me
Yeah.
$200 every time.
Mm.
That's just how he was. I mean, when my mom died before him. We
Mm-hmm.
went and picked him up and got him there because he wanted to come to the funeral. He sat there because everybody knew him, but nobody really, we were the only ones that really talked to him and that. He
Right.
felt so out of place. It looked like he felt so out of place,
Mm.
you know? And so after it was all over, we drove him back. And he said, "Let me give you some money for that." I said, "No, you didn't give me no money for this." Like that. And I got him back and forth. He stayed in touch with us for a little while. Then his family said, "You can't stay at that house anymore." So they boarded the house up. They got him out of there. And he went to he died about a year later
Mm.
because he was older than my mom. He died about a year
Wow.
later. And that's when he was actually at a assisted living that he wanted to go. He said, "I don't want to come live with y'all. I'll go to the assisted living place." So he went
Right.
there and he said, "Y'all need to go get all the money out the backyard." So they would go there and they had a cop friend of theirs that would come bring a police car and sit there in the driveway while they went and did everything. But I couldn't tell you how much money they dug out that backyard. And they may have missed stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All that money buried and hidden in walls. I might have had that house demolished and look through the debris.
Yeah. It's probably buried under the house, buried around the house,
Yeah.
probably in the walls of the house. Don't know how much money he had, but he wasn't hurting, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And he carried around the pistol he had, which is a little pistol, looked like an old Dick Tracy guy, you know?
A little
Little Smith.
snub nose.
Why are you on the way to the hospital, Laura? David punched you in the eye again? Tina, you all right over there? You all right? Oh, I see what it is. Tino's in I got these can't remember what they call. Moon chairs, I think they're called. And he's in it's a plastic one, hard plastic one. But if you sat in that thing, it's the most comfortable chair you ever seen in your life. Just the shape of it, right? He's getting ready to get out. You hear his nails on it, and he's got to climb out onto an ottoman instead of jumping. He can't get an ottoman because Cleo's over there won't let him on it. Cleo, let Tino get by. Let Tino get on that ottoman with you. Jump, Tino, just jump. Need me to come get you? He's looking at me like, "Bitch ain't moving." We go get him. You can't get on there? I'll help. I'll help. There you go. I'll let him go. Go back to people. Soon as I took him off there and put him on the ground, he took off for the paper. He had to go to the bathroom. Here you go, Dre. Seahawk earrings. And muted. Hey, Mark, I'm gonna cut the stream in about 28 minutes because I got stuff I gotta do. Unless Paul don't get back. I'm good till 11 my time.
Yeah, that'll be all right. It's 4:30 here now, nearly.
Yeah. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
gotta.
it's only 3 o'clock in the morning here.
Oh, Lord help me. 3 o'clock in the morning. My God. Better be able to go on that.
It must have been about that time when the Super Bowl ended. Might even be later than that. Yeah. The only thing I don't like, there is a thumbs up, but I don't know whether that does anything for you. You know,
What do you mean?
on the phone app on the Bamboo Handy,
Right.
when you're looking through all the prints, if you find one you like, I've been sort of like opening it and taking a photograph of it so it's got the name under it and then closing it again. Because when you go back into it, they're never in the same place.
Right.
Yeah.
They should have a favorites thing so that you can save them. They do have a thumbs up thing, but I don't think that will be of any use. I can try it when I find one I like. I'm trying to find that phone bracket for the remote control. Rather than the spring-loaded clipped one that they have, they've got one that's a ring with a magnet on so that you can use the mag mount on it.
Yeah. Hey, Dre, what's your opinion on that kidnapping? You're muted right now.
No, I really can't say much about it, Joe, without any more information that's being let out. It's very odd.
Yeah.
Anytime you have a kidnap, even though it may be for money itself,
Right.
like I say, they're not putting out a lot of information on I would say, the condition of the home. All thing I've heard is they showed the blood droplets on the front steps.
Right.
They didn't say anything about the condition of the interior of the house, like if somebody ransacked it or whatever. Because if money is the motive, why not look for some money in the house when you first start off
Right.
to see what she has? But they have not put out
See if there's a robbery too.
No information for us anything being disturbed in the house. It's just they just showed the blood on the front porch, which they're showing potentially could have been a struggle.
Yeah.
But even if that occurred, okay, I don't know. It seems to me, unless it was multiple people involved that overpowered her from the get-go, I don't know. This is a very strange case.
Yeah.
And I would have to say, due to the location, as far as what state it occurred in and everything else, especially down in Tucson, Arizona, which is it's not all that far from the border. You can look at anything from cartel situations to anything could be at play here.
Well, that's the first thing I thought was cartel.
Yeah, I can say very odd, very odd. And I can say her daughter, she's not, I would say, top-notch person in the entertainment industry.
Right.
So I'm thinking that what level of money are you looking for from this family? I don't know what the sister and the brother do, but the main one, the daughter is on the Today Show. Okay, she might make, somewhere between 200,000, 300,000 a year at top level. But the Today Show is not the most popular show out there anymore, like it was when Brian Gumbel and his crew and Katie Kirk was sitting there, and they were getting like almost $100,000 an episode and stuff. So yeah, this is baffling, dude. Very baffling. It to be a little bit cynical, I'm wondering if someone in the family may be involved.
I'm thinking it's family related myself.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe somebody in the family may have orchestrated this or had some part in this. You know, because one thing they talk about how the son-in-law, I guess, of the other daughter dropped her off Saturday night, and that's the
Right.
last person that's laid eyes on her. They had I guess they had a family dinner, and the son-in-law dropped her off, which I thought would be kind of odd because, I mean, I know there's families that are close, but you know, why did the son-in-law drop her off by himself and not have the daughter with him to drop her own mother off?
Right.
Yeah.
That would be the normal behavior of people. That okay, you would say, okay, we're going to take mom home, the daughter and her husband. We're going to take her home, make sure she's good, no big deal. But for the son-in-law by himself, that's a little odd to me. But that might be the way they function. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, but
It's one of those things that I think what the media is finding out is very little compared with what the investigators have got. You never know with the investigators. They don't want to show their hand and let their suspect know that they are well and truly onto them, or that they've found such and such evidence that might lead to their arrest. So they're going to be very, very careful in exactly what they release. Blood
definitely.
on the front doorstep may be a case that the media are able to get that by just getting both just with their standard cameras and started asking the question. Yeah, but number one, they've got to confirm whose blood it is. And yeah, it'll be a case that there'll be a lot of information that I'm sure the investigators have got that is not going to get out to the public until they've actually got to having an arrest.
Yeah, I'm thinking they did a consent search at one of the daughter's house. But what got me was when they went in there the night before last in the dark with a flashlight, and they were walking around taking pictures in the dark with a flashlight. So what was the difference between having the lights on or doing it in the daytime? What they expected to see at night with a flash?
Luminol. Did you get the right flashlight and some luminol? It will show any blood trace around the premises.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah,
I've got.
It's no good. It's no good in the daylight.
it's crazy. But I'll be honest with you, I don't. And then now they got this big rabbit hole going around. They're trying to tie the husband of Savannah with the Clintons, and trying to say it has something to do with the Epstein files because she was in the Epstein files, and her husband's doing yeah, you didn't see that? She was in the Epstein files, and wait, they got her listed in there, and then the husband used to work for the Clintons that are getting ready to testify, and he's got some kind of organization that cleans up your profiles and make you look better, and that maybe that they're trying to make him do something, so they're trying to tie it into the Clintons. It's a big rabbit hole. And the funny part about
Savannah Guthrie's husband,
worked for the Clintons, and he's got like a firm that gets in there and fixes your profiles. That way you don't look bad on social media and all of this stuff. And maybe he wasn't doing what the Clintons wanted to do because they're getting ready to testify with Congress. Maybe he's going to have them go look better. And that they got that now they're asking for $6 million in Bitcoin. They started out with $1 million. You know, and the deadline's going to be over with in a few hours.
Right.
You know,
now, see,
but I'm thinking
that's information I have not heard at all about.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy, this big rabbit hole is going around.
Yeah,
if
like I
the-
said, that's new
but if it-
information. I have never
But
heard anything about
I'm
the
hoping
Bannock
it's
Guthrie
not
cousin.
Cortel. I'm hoping it's not Cortel.
Yeah,
Because Cortel will give you, once that time comes, you might get
Right.
pieces and parts back.
right. That's what I'm saying. Usually they don't play that double deadline stuff. You either meet it or you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't care. If they don't get the money, they go get somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I'm just hoping, because then they were looking through like a drain sewage at the house yesterday, where they were poking all up around in it. And I was thinking, man, if they find her down up in there, that's going to be really piss poor.
Yeah, but I mean, because basically in an area like where she's at, I guarantee you everybody's on septic tanks.
Yeah.
And if,
That's what it
they
looked like.
if they put her body in a septic tank, there had to be signs of the earth being disturbed. I mean, you had to open it up in the first place.
Well, they have a drain, like a manhole cover that they were digging in.
Like I said, I have to see. I mean, right off the top of my head, usually septic tanks don't have a full size manhole cover. They may have a 3 to 4 inch diameter vent pipe that
Right.
whatever you get it sucked out, that's what they attach the hose to suck it out.
Right.
So you don't get a 28 or 38 inch manhole cover that you see in the street. It's usually going to be like a 3 to 4 inch diameter pipe, a vent pipe that comes up out of your cesspool area, and that's what they drain it from whenever you have it drained. So
Right.
that's what I'm saying, that there had to be signs of earth disturbance, but somebody would have seen that. You know, I mean, it's less than, she was notified missing less than 24 hours after the last person seen her. They dropped her off that night. People at church saw it, say she didn't show up, but she's always there for Sunday school or whatever the next morning. And
Yep. Yep. I don't know. Hey, Paul, welcome back.
Yeah, how you doing? You guys been having fun without me?
All the time, Paul. Every
Good.
time without you.
Good. Mark is grinning ear to ear, so he must be good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find something.
Yeah, we've got an interesting case here in this state at the moment. Back in October last year, a young child, a 4-year-old, went missing out on a farm property, and we had 3 weeks of searching and turned up absolutely zilch. That case now has been declared a major crime because they went and looked at all the witness statements and etc. And there's gaps and bits and pieces missing, so it's going to be interesting to see how that case unfolds over the next few weeks. But that one's now been made a major crime. But the police kept it fairly well under their belt, to put it. They deemed it after the only the first 24 hours, so that this was going to be a major crime, and that the child hasn't just wandered off. That's why they got us to search only 4 kilometers from the house. But I can guarantee there ain't no kid within 4 kilometers of that house. And he's not in the house. He's not in the dam, because they've emptied the dam. So, yeah. But a case where the police keep their suspicions very close to their chest until they're ready to act.
Yep. Being real quiet.
Oh yeah.
Well, you guys are talking about that missing lady.
Yeah.
Well, you know what kind of ticks me off about that? personally, is that there are probably thousands of people that are missing every day. And the news media just dwells on this, dwells on this, dwells on this, dwells on this.
Well, like I say, Paul, it's high profile. It's one of their own, as far as media people, personalities. So this is something they do chew on. And just like I say, now, how often does the president order FBI assistance on cases like this?
Yep.
You know, so I mean, it plays up and down either way. You know, the president doesn't call people directly because a family member is missing or whatever the case is. The FBI doesn't always get involved. Now, I can see if that was a standard policy that at least one agent would be assigned to assist and go from there.
Yeah, this is
Well,
multi.
yeah, you know, because if you had a family member that's been missing and nobody seems to be giving a rip's rear end, wouldn't you be a little bit pissed?
Yeah, I've heard comments, people stating that, saying they got a missing daughter or son or whatever, been gone for a year, and they have not got this level of support.
Yeah,
response
or anything close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just not that I, you know, don't feel bad for that family, but I mean, gosh, every day that goes by, the odds are they're not going to find her alive or find her at all.
Well, they're gonna find her, but it probably won't be a lot.
Yeah. No, it's a shame.
Well, the other shame is that where was the family when the cameras weren't working and the prescriptions weren't paid and all the different things? You know, there's a little bit of blame to go around everywhere. But is what it is.
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting case. We just got to wait and see what transpires. Whether it's this ransom demand is just somebody that's actually going ahead and hopping on the bandwagon to try and get some money out of.
Well, there's a lot of scammers in life. We all know that.
Yeah. That whether it's the case of that, kind of, in this day and age, say something like Bitcoin, it can still be tracked to a degree. So they're going to have the person if the person actually goes ahead and collects the money,
right?
But yeah, it's one of those things. It could be just somebody that's actually heard that this woman's gone missing and has actually hopped on the bandwagon and actually.
Well, what's going to be interesting?
They can get some money out of it.
What's going to be interesting, Trevor, is the last deadline is today at 5 o'clock. So was there going to be an update after that, or is it just going to disappear, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it's just going to disappear.
Oh no! Technically speaking, the case will stay open until they actually find her. But knowing the news cycle, it might be time to go. Once the deadline passes and they've reported the fact that it's passed and nothing's actually happened. If nothing actually happens for 24 hours, then I'm sorry, the matter's out of the news. It's no longer newsworthy.
Yeah. Well, it's very newsworthy now because they keep showing it and showing it, showing it, showing it Saturday all day on Fox. That's all they're talking about.
Yep. Oh, for hours.
Yeah, I'm talking the whole day. They finally about 5 in the afternoon calmed down on it a little bit.
that Fox was airing that all day
Yep.
when Savannah Guthrie is, I would say at best, independent person, and the network she works for is a big adversary for the current administration.
Right.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's what I'm saying is like, okay, what am I missing?
well,
Yep.
you look at it. The story's actually made number 3 in our news.
Mhm.
So it's actually got the third spot in our evening news.
Wow.
On a couple of nights now. So technically speaking, this thing's being followed worldwide.
Mhm.
I'm half a planet away from you guys.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it, Dre?
Well, a lot of it is not adding up, but that's because we're not getting a lot of information. Now, what Joe just gave me about this husband of Savannah being involved with the Clintons and other things, that's news to me. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
So that, and I'm surprised that's not something that's coming out. Where'd you get that information from, Joe?
Well, it's all over like Instagram, Facebook stuff, and stuff like this. So I don't know how
Okay.
true it is.
Yeah, those sources, it could be conspiracy theory nonsense or whatever. Who
But
knows?
you know, a lot of conspiracy theory like that doesn't come out.
Yeah, well, it
You
can't
know,
be
so it's
verified.
like,
If it's something, I mean, something like that should be easily verified.
oh, it
If
should
you,
be.
if you own a business, period, and profile Scrubby, that's a legitimate business. So that would be something that would people be able to attest to. But somebody just spouting off about, well, I heard this, I heard that. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things. The amount of stuff that gets to Facebook and unverified, it's people's own little opinions, but they pass it off as being fact.
Yeah.
And yeah, it will be interesting, but I don't think it will be in the news much longer, because it will become old news.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to, what you call it now? Like they've said it a little bit this morning, but now they're going to other things.
Yeah.
Now, when it gets close to that deadline, then they'll probably be all over it again.
Yeah, and the closer we get to the deadline, the more they're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then 24 hours after the deadline, as nothing's happened, the thing will just slowly but surely disappear from the news cycle. It's one of those unfortunate facts of 24 of this 24-hour news cycle that they've actually got these days. Something becomes unnewsworthy very quickly. You've only got to have something very small happen somewhere else, and they'll take top spot, and you won't see anything else mentioned in the news about this case.
Right. Knowing it, hard to do. Gotta move this to the back. Move it back. There you go.
You don't
Yeah.
have your bling on anymore, Joe. We take
I
it
took,
off?
I took it off. I got the earrings made now.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm putting it on my website real quick. I'm doing.
Well, I don't think Dre's gonna buy your bling.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't expect Dre to do it.
I can't picture him wearing that necklace with a great big
Nah.
with the Seattle Seahawk.
I gotta go on that site and make an email address to the site.
Here comes David.
Birdman.
Mm.
Everybody
Bird Turd
heard
coming in.
about the bird.
There's Bird Turd. But Birdman.
Heard what?
I'm sorry, yeah. That slipped.
Yeah, I'll get with you guys later on. I gotta go.
Okay, Dre.
Later, Dre.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Dre, was it something I said?
No, it's because you were quiet, actually.
Good. Bye.
What are you up to, David?
Looking at your printer with all that mess. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. It's another lot of old crappy filament. I'm going through PETG. I thought I'd be able to go ahead by putting it through the drying process before I actually print it. But yeah, it's the PETG is beyond its lifespan.
Paul, it's
I'm
just
just,
David today. Laura's not here.
Well, yeah, but she's part of you. Wherever you go, David, Laura's with you.
But since she
Not
went to the
long.
hospital, what's wrong?
She's got a problem with her eye. So we went to the doctors. They said she needs to go up to the hospital. She's gone up to the hospital. They've looked at it and they've sent her to a specialist hospital.
Oh, to an eye hospital.
So how long is she going to be there?
Don't know.
Well,
Let's
we're sorry to hear that. You give her all the best from all of us.
I will
When
do. So I had to come on. I had to come back to deal with the birds, and Paige has taken. Yeah, Paige has taken her.
When I have an appointment at Manchester Royal Eye, I can be there 3 or 4 hours because they have to keep putting drops in your eyes to dilate your pupils, then do an eye test. Then they send you to another bit. Then they photograph your retina. Then they send you to another bit.
Yeah, well,
you see about 6 different people, one after the other, kind of thing.
Yeah, she's more or less lost the vision in her right eye.
Wow.
Wow, that's sad.
Why'd
you hit her?
It could be glaucoma.
Joe wants to know why you hit her, David.
Why'd you hit her, David?
I did.
Yeah.
It could be glaucoma.
Yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't glaucoma kind of equal out between the two eyes, or no?
No, glaucoma is the wrong pressure inside your eye.
Yeah.
Or it could be a detached retina.
Yeah, because she's got swelling under her eye.
Under her eye?
Yeah.
Might just have an infection.
Yeah, I think it's an infection. But she's also it keeps watering and her vision completely goes and then comes back. Everything goes very cloudy. Like she said, it's like being in a smoky room.
Yeah, it's like my eyes. It's like my eyes are all the time. Yeah.
Joe, that could be an infection because it's swelling and her eyes are watering.
Or it could be the bleeding above the retina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because it started on Thursday and she's done a lot of crying because of Pickle.
Mm.
So it could be an infection in the tear duct.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a lot of things, but we just let her know we're thinking of her.
Will do.
God, I hate this handy app. When I was looking for something else, I must have seen about 4 of this thing I want to print out. Now that I'm looking for it, can't find it fucking anywhere.
It's all right. I came back and I've got a message about a bird in Leicester, and the owner said he's desperate for it to find a new home. And I'm like, okay, it sounds promising. Let me have a look at it. It's got no feathers. Well, very little. And he said he's had it for 2 years and he can't get it to trust him. So I asked him to send me a picture of this cage. See if there's anything with a cage.
If it's been plucking its feathers out, that's stressing it.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. He sent me a picture of the cage. To the left-hand side, he's got a tank with piranhas in it.
And that's not going to help.
No. And on the other side, he's got a tank with a fucking tarantula in it.
Yeah, no wonder it's stressed.
Yeah, it wouldn't glaucoma be gradual over time? It just wouldn't be within a week, would it?
No.
Yeah, it could be,
it
but
can be quick.
Because
usually glaucoma, you'll see you won't be able to see certain areas on your eye. It's not just going to kill your whole vision.
No, I don't know. Like I said,
anyway, so
whatever it is, he's obviously been activated or triggered further by all the crying she's done.
Well, David, are you going to rescue that bird?
Unfortunately, we've more or less tied ourselves down to another one closer.
Well,
you don't want them both.
One new one, 2 new ones, whatever,
Paul.
Yeah.
To take both of them, yeah, I would need probably about 500 quid in travel costs.
Oh.
And new cages, because they both have to be kept separate from each other because one's got an infection for a couple of weeks. And they won't be allowed in this room because of the other birds. It'd just be chaos.
Well, it sounds to me like that one that's between the tanks is on his last leg.
He's not on his last legs. He just needs his cage to be moved. I mean, if they move that cage to the other side of the room, then them other animals will not be a threat to it because it won't see them.
Yeah.
But also he's got to let it out the cage. He's got it in a nice cage, and you can tell that he never lets it out. There's not a poo mark anywhere on the outside, but inside there is. You've got to let your birds out. All these people that take in birds and don't know what they're fucking doing. Just do some research before you take them in.
Did you give him some advice?
Yeah, told him, move the fucking cage.
Did he respond back?
Not yet.
Yeah, because he feels threatened by the tarantulas and what's in the other one?
Piranhas.
Piranha.
But the piranha tank's going to have all that machinery in it. It's going to have all that heating elements and all that. Because then they don't go in cold water, do they?
Piranhas are warm water, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of filtration.
Oh, that fish tank has not got a lot of filtration. That water looks horrible, manky. I'm even tempted to actually ring the RSPCA.
That's probably just algae.
Yeah, but
you got to look what fish's natural habitat is. Like, do they come from murky water? That's like saying you're going to have a gator in clean water all the time.
Well, it's only murky if someone's got diarrhea because they live out of the sea, don't they?
No, the piranhas live in the rivers in the Amazon.
Yeah, so it's going to be murky, nasty water.
Yeah, but I just don't agree with how he's got everything.
Saying their natural habitat isn't clean, perfect water. It's filtered.
The trouble is that piranhas' main food is meat. So you feed them stuff like dog food and cat food, and that makes the water dirty. So you
Yeah.
do have to have good filtration.
Yeah, and the other problem is, right? Every time that bird goes to the top of his cage, the piranhas are going, "Ooh, meat!"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lunch.
Yeah, and then they go and bang, bang, bang up against the cage, and then he goes, "Fuck it, I'll go down to the bottom of the cage," and there's a fucking big tarantula going, "Ooh, dinner!" He's just got nowhere to go, has he?
No. Well, you're gonna call animal control?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't like to report people, but I'll see how he responds. Because if he responds back and says, "Okay, you're probably right," and moves the cage, then at least he's doing something to help it. And someone else is going to re-own buy it anyway, hopefully, or whatever he's doing with it, give it away or whatever. As long as somebody else takes it, he should get a good home.
Yeah. It'd have to be somebody that's willing to take a bird that looks in that condition and take care of it.
Oh, there's lots of people out there. Like I said, if that bird, if it was to come here, I'd say within 6 months, it'd be tame, it'll be talking, it'll be cuddly, and it'll have its feathers back.
Mm.
The
Joe,
only reason
Joe, have you ever had a bird?
No.
Okay.
you had a wife. Yeah. The only reason Darwin is still losing his feathers is because of the injuries he had. His body can't hold the feathers.
Mm.
Even though they keep growing back, you see them growing back and they just fall straight out.
Mm.
But to think, Darwin's been with us now 6-7 years, and it's taken all this time, and he's starting coming to us, getting closer and closer, but he won't step up.
Hey, Justin, how's Doug doing?
He's still doing his thing. He's doing good.
Has he
He's
shot
still-
out that? Has he
he's
shot out
still-
that plate yet?
He still likes to climb on your arm and on your chest?
Oh yeah, he loves coming out of the cage. He likes when he always wants me to hold him all the time.
Yeah. Justin, has he shot out that little piece of printer yet?
No.
Did you find it?
What, the piece? No, that thing is microscopic, dude. I ran a magnet across my floor a bunch of times looking for it.
Yeah,
I
but
couldn't find it. I
if
used
it's
a high
stainless
power
steel,
magnet.
if it's stainless steel, it won't be magnetic. You won't find it like that.
No, that piece is magnetic because I had it in the tray at one point.
All
In my
right.
magnetic tray, so it was definitely magnetic.
Have
We
you,
were-
checked, have you checked underneath the tray to see if it's stuck to the magnet?
Yeah, I did. Because that was what I was using to run across my carpet. I actually found 3 other little screws in my carpet I didn't know that were down there. Have you been-
Mr. Impeccable, clean desk, clean everywhere. And
Yeah,
he's got
yeah.
screws scattered all over the floor. Ah.
Have you checked all around the bed? Because the bed's magnetic as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I've looked everywhere. I picked it up and looked underneath it, everything.
He's
I'll be
gonna,
back in a sec.
Yeah. He's gonna lean down one day and he's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I stand on it and it go in his foot.
Well, the thing of it is, if it's so small or whatever, it could have stuck to his clothes or whatever, and
Yeah, it could be anywhere.
could be anywhere.
yeah.
But that's the problem. He's buying himself the H2C anyway. He doesn't know it yet, but I know 100% when he gets his tax, right? I don't care what he says right now, he's going to buy a better printer just to go to me. Ha, better than you. Fuck you.
Carbon. Yeah.
Joe, is there any new printers that got your eye?
No.
You want to know why I know he's going to do that? Because if I was him, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Last night I was about to say mine don't even when it kept giving me that fan warning, I was getting pissed. So
Oh,
I don't have
love one
time to
getting
play with
fan
this
warning.
bullshit. It was telling me
So
the fan was running slower or not running. The cooling fan.
That's what mine was, that was what mine was doing because the plug would come out and it was put back in the wrong way.
Well, mine was put in the right way because it was running, then it stopped running. So when
Well,
it finished printing the stuff that I had, I went in and what you call it? I turned it off, pulled the whole thing off, and I replugged everything back in. As soon as I replugged everything back in and turned it on, I heard that turn off. I said, "Thank you."
Yeah, the plug had come loose.
Well, it had to
you
come
know
loose.
what? No. Have you just done the recent bamboo update?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a tenner bet. That's the problem.
Well, I guarantee you, it had something to do with it.
It's gonna be something, yeah. And by reseating it, it's gonna reset in the printer.
Right. We're gonna get Ed on and we're gonna get David on. They're gonna talk back and forth, and he's gonna say, "I know it was the update." Yeah. And he's gonna say, "It was the update, eh?"
No, I'll just ring Ed, and then we'll just have a call going, yeah.
Yeah. I know that's gonna happen.
And then the song will kick in.
What do you think, though?
I
The
think they look
earring
nice.
and the bling. Yeah, I put them out on my site already. I said coming soon, and I made an email address for the site.
I got a
And I got
question
it.
for you, Joe.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you actually wearing these dangly earrings as well?
Sometimes. No, just.
I was going to say, I will only ever, because I've got my ears pierced, I only wear studs. That's the
I'm
that's the limit.
gonna wear this one, this stud right here. It's got the anchor on it. I'm gonna wear that one Friday night at the game because it's senior night, and I'm gonna get all the girls that are playing. I'm gonna make them the studs, earrings, and then give each one of them to them before the game.
Ooh, that's nice.
Going back to last night's game, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck, right? I was watching it. I was bored fucking shitless because all that was happening was dropping drop goals. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. I'm done with this.
Defense.
Yeah.
There were two touchdowns.
Yeah, no. Within
about 5 minutes of each other.
In the last quarter. The main scoring went in the last quarter. I was like, you fucking wankers. I woke up this morning and saw the score. I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, I had a £20 bet on Seattle to win. I won 38 quid.
I want to show y'all real quick. I got a new wallet. I got rid of that green thing I had, that plastic one. Look at this wallet, Paul. Look at this. Got a new wallet, right?
Yeah.
Got an air tag in the front, right? Got a couple places up there. I can put my press tag right there. I can open it up, and it's got my IDs and a medical card. And then if I need something, I just press this little button, and all these
What's
things
the
pop
point
up.
of the air tag if somebody can see it? They're just going to take it out of the wallet.
I know it's the point of me not knowing if I put it somewhere. But I got all my credit cards right there, and all I do is just take which one I need.
Wait up, Joe, on your other wallet, did it not have the metal logo thing?
No, I had this thing right
No,
here.
that was TJ's wallet.
That's the one I
TJ
had.
had that metal one that slid out.
Oh,
It's
right.
called a Thin Mint wallet. I had this one.
No. I thought you had one where, you know, your logo thing, you had it made as a badge. But maybe that's... Yeah, that's what I thought your wallet was.
That's just my, my
That's his
107.
ID.
Yeah, but if you could get another one of them, take that plate off the front and glue it to that over the air tag.
You never know, huh?
No one will know it's there.
I'm telling you. But I like this one. I got this on Temu, right? It is leather for $10.
Wow.
I said, let me try it. I've been looking at them. I like the fact that you can go in the store, go boom, and say, okay, use that one and put it right back.
Did it come with the air tag?
This is the one with the air tag. Yeah, and it opens up, and my ID's right here. and my medical card's right here. My handicap card is on the inside, so I can grab it
Yes,
if
but
somebody
did it-
asks me something stupid.
Okay, did it come with the AirTag?
No, I had the AirTags.
I was going to say.
But
You
$10
could
bucks.
just, you
I
could
mean,
just
it's nice.
see
I
it
like
coming
it.
with. I think me and Paul had the same idea. That came with the AirTag, and every time he flicked his card, it was taking a payment out of his bank account. Boop!
Yeah. But I like that. I like that because I got my stuff in here like that. My AARP. I got my fishing license. I got a couple of credit cards that I carry on, debit cards. My Sam's and my Costco cards to get into those places. I mean, I just go boom, I pull them up like that and figure which one I need, and I just slide it back. That is cool.
It's so weird because people keep buying me freaking wallets. And what do I need a wallet for? All I have is a bank card. That's it. I don't need
Yeah.
no ID. Don't need nothing.
It's got a money clip in the back if I want to put money on it. But I put my money on a regular, like a binder clip.
Yeah.
I stick it in my pocket. It's easier
Wait,
that way.
you're still using paper money? Get with the times.
I don't have much. I carry about $40. You know why I carry $40? If I go somewhere where I got to leave a tip, I'll leave my cash tip.
All right, I'm gonna get off. I'll catch y'all later.
Okay,
Yeah, me too.
Justin,
It was nice
hey,
talking to you, Justin.
have a good afternoon.
Yeah, I got to jump too because I got to leave here in about 45 minutes.
Okay.
Well, you
Well,
can
I
stay
gotta
for
go.
45
I
minutes.
can't
then,
drive.
can't you?
I can't go where I'm going because I'm out of gas. I got to go freaking get gas first. I
Okay.
screwed up. I should have got it yesterday.
Well, I think we might as well just shut it down.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, well-
everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later today.
Take you all
Accept
in
me.
the evening.
Give
Bye.
give
Bye.
Laura our best, David.
Will do.
Yeah, I'll watch the show later when I get home.